Blarg. Welcome to Heatstroke Streams. The streams where I'm really sleepy because I can't sleep during the day, like I can't nap. Because it's like just so horribly hot. It's really bad. It was like raining all morning today, like it was really like it wasn't heavy like rain, but it was like windy and a little like chilly, windy and rain. And then as it like got to like noon, it just magically like wow, there's the sun again and there's this fucking horrible humid weather. That's bad. I don't know what's doing that. That's not good. I'm telling you, it's global warming. It's like warming up the polar ice caps and making some places too cold and some places like too hot and shit. Anyway, here is Castle Crashers. I was thinking about the Behemoth games recently and how their latest two games have been complete dog shit. And that made me want to like relive my childhood and play Castle Crashers again, because it's been like a year since I haven't played it. I streamed it previously, but that stream is no longer real because it was really bad. So consider this the first like in my efforts to like replay games that I've streamed before. Oh my god, like to replay, to restream games that I had streamed before, you know, in the earlier days where everything was significantly worse. I was noticing that these are completely different, huh? When they added the stupid like new patch to this game that adds the Painter DLC or whatever, they changed the screen. I'm pretty sure originally the knights were just on model on this little splash art at the start. Well, that one is like, you know, they get progressively stupider, I guess is the joke here. But these really look like shit. They're very adamant about no longer drawing the Castle Crasher knights like on style in all promotional art. Like they all have to be doing faces like that, which I don't think faces like that were remotely like, you know, that's pretty normal, that's all pretty typical. But you see most of the little like promotional art they do on like social media and none of it looks like the game. They're very adamant about making it look as zany and goofy as possible, and it's really strange. I mean, they do that in the game as well. I think I just don't like whoever they get to draw these nowadays, or if this really is Dan Paladin. I mean, I know that I don't like Dan Paladin's modern style, but oh yeah, I need to delete a save file. I forgot to do that. Fuck. I don't like Dan Paladin's current style, and I'm pretty sure he didn't draw that we're looking at right there. I don't know about that. How do I delete a save file from this game again? I want to be the Necromancer. I think that's the one that I used when I streamed it. I streamed this with my friends, like, I think around 1 year, 2 years ago. And have I been streaming for 2 years? I don't know. It was early. And I don't know, I feel like it was a bad stream. So I got rid of it eventually. Alright, here it is. Fing. Is that always been the guy, the troll monster, the hair troll? Like, I never really looked at this little save file screen, I guess, like much. I didn't even know reset character data, reset save data. Oh shit, is that a new feature? Wait, what? Character data, what does save data mean? Does that wipe out my entire game? Okay, the character data. Okay, this is so your little brother, like, this is so you can catch your little brother in the middle of like the act of deleting your fucking save file before you like stab them. Alright. I am not playing with this on, just I guess, you know, just in case. Like, just in case it's not clear. I'm playing this with the original graphics. Because Painter's Paradise, the resprites look nasty. I hate the new style that they introduced in that. It's not... It's, you know, it's more detailed, but I think for this game specifically, making it more detailed makes it look worse. It's like they didn't update the tile sets, like the scenarios, you know, the backgrounds or anything. It's just the characters that are different, and I don't like any of them. I don't like any of the new like sprites. I only have that Painter's Paradise DLC because Puku bought it for me when we wanted to play the Dilbert games. Like when we were doing the Dilbert game stream, Puku was like, you know what, make a Dilbert like Castle Crasher custom little thing, and like we pretend that it's a Dilbert game. I was like, sure, why the fuck not? It might be like 5% funny. So when we played Dilbert games, I played a little bit of this game. But I intend on, you know, this game is started off, I'm pretty sure we beat it in one go back then. This game is starting off that you can like beat it in one like sitting. It's like 2 hours long. So I'm gonna try to do that if I'm not too sleepy and tired. I could separate into two. I don't know. I could do something else. I could like play it again, but like see some of the stupid. I mean, we already looked at, you know, the character mods in the workshop for the Painter DLC, but I could just play it with the quote-unquote remaster. Like, this is already a remaster. Like, the Steam part is already the remaster of the game. It's just the updated new like sprites for weapons and characters. I can like play it like that and like I don't know, compare and contrast since it's fresh in my mind. I would prefer not to though, so I'm gonna try to beat this all in one go. This truly is like the only beat 'em up that exists in my head. There is like no other beat 'em up game that I remotely care about like this one. Like, I feel like there's a couple genres like that exist that aren't like covered in this way for me. That like there truly is no game in that genre that I actually like. Like this makes it so there is one beat 'em up that I like, but there is no like car game that makes it so there's a car game I like. But you know, the one like weird tactics RPG that I like is Pit People. You might notice both of these are Behemoth games. It's, you know, it's because of their like previous policy of like, oh, every game we make should be in a new genre, should be a completely new thing. But it's, you know, it's usually really simplified. Pit People is really basic, so like even a brainlet like me can understand it. The fact that, you know, they have all these like varied like games with like quirky, silly styles like this, it made it so, you know, I happen to like play this one because fucking beat 'em up. Or I happen to play this one even though it's a beat 'em up because it looks like quirky and silly. Battle Block Theater is already a platformer that's covered. I tried playing Alien Hominid even though I don't really like run and guns or whatever. That didn't go well. That I also streamed the first time I ever played Alien Hominid, and that was bad. That's a bad game. I really could not adjust to like the terrible controls of that game. It was like physical pain. By the time of like the Russian level, I think I gave up on like the little crane boss. And you could see me rage quit. Like that was one of the few, like, what, 6 times overall that I've rage quit a game. Real bread. Nah, bread is like, oh, bread is good, but you know, basic. And Alien Hominid is not. It's not basic. It's charming and cute in like visuals, but it just like plays like caca. It's terrible. I cannot stress that enough. It's funny, in Hominid Invasion is the sort of mildly opposite situation where it's like fun to play. Like you can play it, like I can play it all the way through, but it's like way like it's less charming and less like a thing than the original Hominid. It's like a lot more boring in its aesthetic and general like presentation. But I will give Invasion that. It's playable. You can play the game. You can like play all the levels, all the randomly generated little roguelike levels, and you can beat it. And like it didn't make me like pull my fucking hair out. It's a pretty easy game. It's actually like probably the easiest Behemoth game of them all. Just let me check one thing real quick. It's probably the easiest Behemoth game of them all. Like even the insane mode in Hominid Invasion is like really easy. Like in this game, the insane mode is like horrible because the enemies like take like 1 trillion damage to die and like they hurt a lot. In Invasion, you just have like 40% less health and 1 extra life or some shit. But you can beat that game like without dying pretty well if you like have enough little like items and whatnot, or little it's perks. It's not, there's no items in that game actually. If you have enough like good bases, like stats, like good gun and whatnot, you can beat that game pretty damn easy, even though it's like, even if it's on insane. I think, oh yeah, I had gotten all the achievements in Invasion previously, but then in some update they added a new batch of achievements, and I was like, okay, I'm not doing that, because they're like really boring, lame achievements that like are just not, like, they're not fun things to do. They're just boring, like menial task achievements, and there are like way too many of them, and I was already like, you know, not really on my like invasion phase anymore. So I was like, fuck this, I'm not doing that. Oh my god, is Castle Crashers running like shit on my computer? Do I have to like turn the graphics down? Can you turn the graphics down? Wasn't there like a little thing where you're like, oh yeah, texture quality low? It is on low. I can't change it. Strange. Maybe it's because it's not full screen. Whatever. Who cares? It's Castle Crashers. It's actually quite refreshing being able to play this game, because when I was streaming it like online that one time, I wasn't playing the game. Like at this point, like the 2 times that I've experienced this, like when I played Robo Blast 2 and this online, the game was so laggy that like I was just kind of on autopilot, because you know this is an easy enough game that you can just kind of autopilot. And in Robo Blast 2, I was just fucking like sleepwalking through it. I had this fucking song. It's pretty good. Like both these experiences, I didn't really consider by the end of them that I had played the game. I just like, again, sleepwalked through the game and like yapped with my friends. And you know, it was fun. Both of those things are pretty fun. Well, Robo Blast 2 was fun enough. This one I remember being fun. It just so happened to be shit. Yeah, I cannot stand playing a game like with some sort of like debuff like that, like the debuff of having, you know, like of the input being like way, like it's so laggy that it's like it happens a full second after you press a button, you like do an action. I can't stand that. It doesn't really feel like I'm actually like doing anything. It's like I'm dreaming. So it's nice to play this game again. It's like, I feel like I often, when I talk about this game, I sort of belittle its like gameplay a lot in favor of, you know, the charm and the graphics, which, you know, that's just this game. Like this game is not that interesting to play. It's just, it's very, it's mindless fun, and it's quirky and it's silly, and it has a kind of like unique look to it. It's like a Flash game with like more of a budget. Like it looks really shitty. It's in a good way. Like this game is really crusty, and I really like that. Like it's just like unfiltered fucking Newgrounds, all this. But it's fun to play too. Like I actually like playing it. Doing the like juggles and bashing the little enemies is fun. More fun than any other beat 'em up I've ever played. I'll tell you that much. Like again, it's like this barely just tricks my brain into thinking this is a platformer, just a fighty platformer, even though, you know, it is a beat 'em up. Like it is, you know, it's got the layers and everything. It's like, it's less jank. It's not that jank, but it is jank, like, you know, aiming which lane you are and everything. But like, it's just sort of like acrobatic and light enough that I can't play it. I just hate how clunky beat 'em ups are, like how slow animations take to come out, and it just stupid. This is agile. This is an agile game, and I appreciate that. What's up, Dr. Dan, Lua? Welcome. V loves mom. Hi, V love. Oh, V loves mom. No, she's not here. It's near 5 p.m. She's only here around like 7, 8 p.m. So no, she's not around. Do tell me, how's the audio though? I put this audio on 14 and tested it for 1 second, and I was like, that sounds perfect. I would be shocked if that like sounds wrong. Like I would be impressed if that doesn't sound like good. But I don't know, maybe it sounds bad. Look how shitty the barbarians look in the background. That's so humorous. I refuse to talk about this game this whole time, you know, the actual gameplay. But this first level, this is like, people will say like, oh, Sonic Adventure 2 has a perfect first level. This is a perfect first level, like, for this game. I love just that it puts you like right into the fucking madness of this little world. I've said that before about like this, and also the first boss of Rayman Legends, or just the first world of Rayman Legends, like with the barbarian invasion. It's a very similar idea to this, actually, of like barbarians invading a castle. This first act of this game, the very first like things you do in this, which is, you know, be like in the middle of this little barbarian war against the kingdom and whatnot. This feels like the ending of a different game. Like, this feels like the ending of like a Knights and Castles like game that's like a little bit more generic than this one. So like, you know, the whole game would be like culminating to this big raid on the castle, and like you're fighting the barbarians, and then you fight the barbarian leader. But you know, the catch is that this is the start of the game. Like, it starts in such a fucking action note that it feels like the end of another game. And I think that's really good, because like the rest of this game is like a little bit more, you know, like quirked up than just a Knights and castle setting. Like, you know, this first level, it's really, really simple. But then you start going to like slightly more silly shit, like the pirate shit with ninjas, or the weird cornfield with snakes and shit. It's all, you know, it's still medieval, but this is more generically medieval as opposed to whimsically medieval, if that makes any sense. Like, the rest of the game is gonna just be stupider than this first part. So like, this first part being sort of like, the music is, you know, all epic and serious. It's kind of like that through the whole game. It kind of like works pretty well with the goofy visuals they're looking at, but it works. I can't remember anything about the first time I ever played this game, or, you know, I probably didn't even play it. I probably watched it on YouTube, but I would pay a pretty penny, like, if there was a pill that lets you forget memories of your life, and I could play this game for the first time. Maybe I would hate it, because like my sort of, you know, more developed brain maybe wouldn't have appreciated all the poop jokes like 12-year-old me did. But I really would like to sort of experience this game for the first time again. I feel like that's a pretty common, you know, nostalgia feeling. It's like, oh, I wish I could see this game for the first time. But genuinely, this game is so fucking batshit insane that I wish you could. I wish I could experience like seeing these things for the first time, like the reveal of the troll boss, or the reveal of the painter, or, you know, just the stupid scenarios that they put you in. All I can do is reminisce. Like, as I said, this is a masturbatory fucking stream. There's like, you know, I'm usually like very critical even of things I'm nostalgic for. This game, I can absolutely say I like it because I played as a child, and like it brings warm, fuzzy memories. There is no other reason for me to like this game. And again, I'm not even certain if I would like it if I played it like now without ever like having context for it, like, you know, playing it growing up. Like, if, you know, if it was more like, I guess in Hominid, like, you know, I never played it in Hominid as a kid, then I tried playing it like a year ago, and that was shit. Like, maybe I would hate this game and think that it isn't like fun, because you are just like pressing 2 buttons and just kind of going around and doing shit. Or I don't know, I do, you know, appreciate the like creativity of this game, of, again, the silly scenarios. Maybe I would still like the silly scenarios, just hate the gameplay. An off situation, I guess. I don't know. It's, you know, it's hard thinking about how things would be if very specific things didn't happen, because we live in the world where these things happen. We can't undo them. I can't undo playing this game as a little 9-year-old, so I don't know how I would react to it nowadays. Are these heavy fucking thieves? These are heavy. No, they're not heavy. Wait, never mind. Weird. There is some fucking shit with the weight of the enemies in this game, though. Sometimes an enemy that is usually light will just be heavy for no reason, because that's just what the level design dictates. Oh yeah, also this song is like used in the little like splash screen of this game on PS3, which, oh, actually, I do remember how I first saw this game. It was my cousins playing it on PS3, because like that was when the PS3 was like, I don't know if the PS3 was new, I don't know when exactly this game came out, but I remember my cousins being like, whoa, check out this cool new Knight game, and like they played it with like 4-player. The demo, not just the demo, like not even the finished game, not even the full game, it was just the little demo, and I remember being like, wow, it's so crazy. That was the first time I ever... Can I have my thing back? Oh, I have no thing, never mind. That was the first time I ever saw this game, and then, you know, I just kept the like demo installed on my PS3 as I had it. So this specific song, Jumper, which is a Waterflame song. Waterflame is really good. This song is like extra nostalgic in this game, because it's like I would just sit on the little, you know, splash screen for this game, for the demo of this game, just like just kind of, you know, admirating what I couldn't have, like just looking at the game being like, fuck, I want to play that full game. And you know, Jumper would be playing. It's like the soundtrack to my like greed as a kid of like playing this game. All the music in this game is really good. It's very clear that they just took a lot of this music like from the fucking sound part of Newgrounds and just put it in the game, which even that's like some songs in this game are copyrighted. They just took, like, you know, probably with permission. I would imagine Tonfo would just be like, you put your song in my website, it's mine now. They probably, you know, with permission, just took a bunch of songs that random little creators made on the sound portal and put it into this game. And it makes for a very sort of, I guess, eclectic soundtrack. Like, the sound in it, it's all very distinctively 2000s Newgroundsy, but it kind of, you know, like, songs aren't fully sort of... Like, the sound of the game isn't, like, as cohesive as, like, say, you know, I guess Alien Hominid Invasion. Like, that is, you know, a full soundtrack only by one person. They did this for their early games, Behemoth. I think it's even the case for Alien Hominid. Like, it's just song from the sound portal. Like, Battle Block Theater, you know, very, like, it's a very radio station-y soundtrack, Battle Block. Like, the music in it is very sort of, like... Again, just like whatever. There's a lot of Patrick Catani songs in Battle Block, but it sort of feels like a radio station you're just tuning into random like songs too. And it's fun. I like this like approach to the soundtrack. And you know, it also helps that they picked really good songs. Like this song, Space Pirates or whatever, is really good. The whole soundtrack is really good. There's like few songs in this game that I don't really know much care about, but I don't think there's any that I, like, hate or anything. Which, now that I think of it, it's kind of rare for me to, like, hate a song in a game. You know, cue Birthday Cake, but, like, usually I either don't care about a song or... I already have these, right? Either I don't care about a song or... Actually, keep this thing. Either I don't care about a song or I like it. It's not really... Disliking it is only if it's, like... Oh, wow. If it's annoying. Oh, is that a rare occurrence? That's scary. Great soundtrack. Mwah. Water Flame, you know, does a bunch of shit. I think, like... No, I probably only mostly know their songs that are used in this very game. Like, you know, Race Around the World, Jumper, Space Pirates. They're all very good. Unfortunately, they're copyrighted, so, you know. They're good. Nostalgic, too, because, you know, this game. I wonder what, like, they're up to nowadays. I haven't really checked in on Water Flame. Like, see if they're still making new music. Because it's funny, I don't think any of the songs in this game by Water Flame are made for it. Like, again, it's just a song that they made, like, randomly, like, before this game was out, and they just put it in. Like, even the Painters theme and, you know, the little silly, like, clown boss theme they have in this game, that's not even made for this game. It was, like, originally, like, a little student project song or whatever by Water Flame, which is really interesting because it fits... It fits the moment to a T. It sure fits the Painter boss's fight very well. I remember reading that song is like two phases. Like the first part of what is it called? The Entertainer. I don't remember. It has a silly name. This song right here. The first part of the song was apparently supposed to be like for when you're in action, and the second part of the song was when for your sneaking in this original student project that like the song was made for. Which is really interesting because if you hear the song from that perspective, it does kind of feel that way. Like the second part of it is kind of like sneaky and like shifty, which is fun. Also, I like this boss a lot. It's a really bizarre design. A weird hair creature is a very disgusting concept, and I like the way they drew it. The really gross... It's supposed to look like the troll face. It looks really disgusting. But the little hair trolls are my favorite faction in this game. And they don't fucking let you play as them. They let you play as the stupid little shitty bears, and they don't let you play as the hair trolls. I guess it's because they look 2% different from the regular player models in this game. Like, they don't have the knight body that every other character has, so making them playable would involve some more, like, fiddling with, like, the model. And, you know, this game is working on, like, weird little flash files and just kind of, like, you know, puppeteering around, like, different little... like PNGs essentially. So the hair trolls being like a little like 5% different than the base player model makes them like impossible to be playable, or they just didn't bother doing it, which is sad. A lot of people like that thing. A lot of people have like attempted to mod this game to put the hair troll as like a playable character. And then this thing again, memorable moments, the video game. yeah, there's the big thing. I sure didn't get the joke of this level when I was a kid, but it's kind of like people people, you know, obviously like take away from that level, like, wow, this is the forest of shitting critters, you know. It's like, oh, poop, cool. But the joke of this level is actually that every time you come across like a creature, you know, you see that bear, you think it's gonna be an enemy, you come across the deer, you keep hearing these slams in the background that scare away the animals and make them shit. And you're like, wow, there must be something really big here. Then you come across the mill, the mill. You come across the mill and you fight the troll mother, and you're like, oh, that's the thing that was stomping around and is really loud and big. And then you enter the mill, and it's actually this much bigger thing. It's literally the same joke as the barbarian boss. They show you the big beefy barbarian, then he gets stomped by the door, and the bigger barbarian shows up. It's like they literally reuse the same joke twice, but like involves shitting in it. It's like, oh, here's this big fucking thing. Oh, actually, there's a bigger one. This song also rocks. I think it's also Water Flame, and it has a funny name. It's called Deckcock. Deckcock? Deckcock. It just sounds like the cock. It's supposed to be tech and or techno and rock. So the cock. It doesn't. Was it supposed to sound like a penis joke? I don't know. I don't know if they had that intention. It was on Newgrounds, so that's very possible. They're solid black. It would be pissy to finish the rest of the assets to make them playable. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they just didn't think about it. They didn't think that many players would like those little things so much. But maybe because of my appreciation for silhouetted, you know, pitch black, and also fuzzy little characters. I always really like those little things. They're great. In Pit People, they kind of retcon the troll, like the hair trolls from this game, where in that game, hair trolls are really big, like beefy, like bear-looking things. Like hair troll, like by name, is like the really big one that you like, you know, it's like a unit that like takes 2 space and is like powerful but also flammable or whatever. And then the little trolls that spawn from the troll mother in Pit People are baby ones that are like just like tiny, like they're infants. In this game, the hair trolls are just that size because that's the proportion of Castle Crasher characters. Like they're just little bobbleheads with like cylinder heads. Like they just look small. In Pit People, they were like retconned from chibi to actual little babies, which is I don't think anyone has ever like noticed that. Behemoth has like gotten away with it. Wow, that blood is very what game has blood like that? Am I thinking of Isaac? Spelunky? That blood just now looked very familiar. You know, besides, you know, being familiar to this very game, it's of course. Fuck you, little thing. Those suck. I hate the little baby bat. Baby bat. This is one of my lesser liked levels. I don't really much care for the raft mechanic, but you know, this game also, it does, you know, it's a somewhat generic beat 'em up, but it does do its job in like having variety segments. Like, you know, we just like got chased away by a big fucking thing, and now we're like going around on water, and you need to have a little log or else the controls are really, really bad. You know, they keep it fresh. They show you, they put into not only, you know, different little story scenarios, like, you know, the like big cat and the bear and whatnot. What fucking bear? The bears, you know, the little bear tribe. They not only keep it fresh with like scenarios and visuals, but also, you know, mildly with gameplay too. Like occasionally you're doing more than just jumping around like juggling men. It's a very strange design. It's rigged really, like this is a Flash game with like a little bit more of a budget. It's honestly kind of impressive to like have a game like this. It must have been more impressive at the time, but a game like this running on like big consoles, I bet people didn't even think anything of it. But having a game that is so shittily charming like this, sort of have the spotlight and, you know, be like the center of attention for a bit, you know, back when it was like new and whatnot. It's nice. It shows that, you know, you don't need big fucking quadrillion polygon graphics to make something that people enjoy. It can be something stupid and fun like this. Very nice. Again, I'm trying, like you can hear it like bubbling up inside of me. I'm trying to like keep like a positive outlook on the Behemoth as a company and on my beautiful experience with this game growing up, and not how much it upsets me the direction that they're going. I'm gonna try and stay on track here, okay? This is a nice trip down nostalgia lane and nothing else, okay? Okay. I wonder who voice acted that. That's Stamper? Ow. Maybe it's a stock sound, actually. Actually, no, that's not stock. That's just a man making cat sounds. Never mind. I was shocked to learn that the scream that the big troll does at the start of his little chase is a stock sound. I've heard that in like some fucking shovelware game out there. And I was like, oh, that's from Castle Crashers. Or, you know, like that's the thing that's in Castle Crashers. The song playing, it was Jumper, right? It was Space Pirates. It's very iconic to you because you remember a lot of people using it as background music in their YouTube videos. Did people use the music from this game? Well, you know, it's not music from this game, but did people like use, like, you know, music from this game and also Newground in their videos? Speaking of music, do you know this fucking song as a full version? I feel like this is such a like person who is like, who, you know, really grew up with this game and is brain rot for it, like anecdote. But that song as a full version, I feel like I've showed it before. Map theme folk. It like this song, this little short like flute loop. It's like it's 30 seconds long, I think, or so. And you know, it's like it's such an iconic fucking song. But it's only like a little bit of a bigger song, like this little song playing. Here it is. Let me step out of the game. Here it is, Flutie World Map full version. Oh! Yeah, here it's like there is a little bit more to it. Isn't that fucking insane? Like it wasn't complete before. This was like released years after the game was out. Like for the longest time, this was just not a known thing. Stamper himself made this song and like released it at some point. It's a very nice song. It's very beautiful. I think they like made it tiny to like fit the like to be a not, you know, like a large game. They wanted the file size to be as tiny as possible, so you know they shortened it. But here is like the part of the song you would never hear. Yeah, I think this is it. Pretty crazy, huh? It's really nice. I think Stamper also made War Machine and the song that plays in the Barbarian level, and they're all good. It's pretty fucking good. All right. Little cat thing needs to brush its teeth. Also, very commendable. This game, like I've attributed before. I've attributed to this game before, like just the feeling of constant action. Like a couple games are like this that I can like think of that are just, you're always on the move in this game. Like you're always going forward and like you're literally like chasing down like the villains. Like they're not that much ahead of you. Like as you get to the end of this level, you see the like evil wizards like conspiring against you and shit and like stealing the princesses. Like this game, it feels like a chase sequence the whole way through. Like you're just always on the tail of the villains and they're just always one step ahead of you. One moment you're in the fucking river, now you're in this little shore, now you're in the volcano, now you're in the factory. It's really like just constant like action. It feels really nice. Games like Guitar Hero Man also feel that way to me. And like, what was the other one game that just felt like a constant fucking like flow of like doing shit? I forget, but this might be the most like that game that I know, and it's very good. He made the songs for the Flooded Temple too. Really sad that Stamper doesn't work with the Behemoth anymore. He was a really iconic part of the company. Like that's actually undeniable fact. Like he voiced iconic fucking characters like Hattie and the narrator. You know, he was like many voices in this game. He made fucking music for Dead and Me even. And now I don't know what the fuck is up with him now. I haven't checked. You know, last I checked, he was like using drugs and was crazy. But I don't know what he's doing right now, like in modern day. But it's sad because like I would be impressed if they ever. I would be impressed if they ever worked together again, Stamper and the Behemoth, because I think Stamper hates sellouts. And guess what the Behemoth is now? Like, guess what modern age Behemoth literally is? Like, it's very... It doesn't feel... I don't know, it still feels indie, but it feels indie in the shitty, like, corporate way. Same as, like, I don't know, Cult of the Lamb. Like, it's not... I don't think that their beliefs line up anymore. And, you know, Tongfop doesn't even work at the Behemoth anymore, I don't think. Tongfop is too busy making his own little Castle Crashers. Nightmare Corps that hasn't released in 8 years. I wonder if that will ever happen. I really wonder. I was talking about that game recently. It seemed kind of neat. It seemed just like this, but different art style. And yeah, no word on it for in a very long time. That thing that I was saying though, it's really commendable. These early, you know, Behemoth games, they were really like worried about like these being, you know, like Xbox downloadable games. Like Battle Block Theater was a Xbox exclusive. This game I think was for a while before, like, you know, Steam ports and whatnot. They really wanted these games to be small. I think because, you know, that's the time when games were starting to get big. They wanted, you know, video games started to be like, oh, you need to have this amount of space to like download these games. If you don't have the space, you can't have it. They wanted these games to be small, very tiny. So they purposely limited themselves on stuff like... I remember Stamper at some point saying that there were so many more lines to Battle Block Theater for like contextual little lines, you know, when you're playing the game. There were so many more of them that Tongfop like didn't pick. He only picked the best ones, like, because he didn't want the game to be like, you know, like fucking 2 gigabytes worth just of funny little voice clips, because, you know, voice clips probably take a little bit of space. And is that a fucking chihuahua? Is that supposed to look like something? They didn't want it to be big, and, you know, that's like commendable, because, like, yeah, that's the time when games are starting to get like, you had to start actually, you know, worrying about that, because games weren't just discs that you put into the console and play. You had to like download some of them, you know, they were like digital only and shit, and it's annoying to have to download and re-download and re-delete them and stuff. So very nice of Tongfop to think of the like nice player back then. Very cool. It's probably like a lot of like cool development history of this game. I mean, I know that there is, but I don't really know the behind the scenes of this game that much, besides the fact that Tongfop refused to shave his beard for the whole development of this game. So, like, he looked like a homeless man, and that's why the game Castle Crashing the Beard exists. Besides that, I don't really know much about this game. Besides the fact that it literally works with Flash assets, like, actual, like, Adobe Flash, like, sprites are in it. I don't know what the fuck engine it's even using to do that, but it has actual Flash assets inside of it. And, the beard thing, that's all of it. He recorded some stuff for the Battle Block Theater announcement. Was that really him? It sounded bad. You can tell the drugs did a number on him. He's sober and lives with his mom. Made up with her. Beautiful. I like that a lot. That was really him. I could swear that. That's really bad. I could swear that in the little Battle Block trailer, that was an impersonator. Did they ever like give word that was him? Ever? That was wow, that's really sad. Don't do drugs, kids. That's bad. Oh, here's Pipistrello. Hello. I don't know why they called Pipistrella in Pit People that. She has no bat motif. Like, if she was like a bat girl or some shit, I would get it. Maybe they just thought it sounded funny and they were like, oh, you know, remember Pipistrello from Castle Crashers? That name sounds funny. Let's call our character that. Because that's not a funny name. That's the scientific name for a bat. It's Pipistrello. So this thing is literally just called bat in scientific. Like, that's the joke. But Pipistrella, she has nothing to do with it. I don't know, that name sort of like, at least if she had like a nighttime motif to her, like that word for some reason makes me think of like, I guess like star, like the word for star, like, you know, Strela. But she has none of that. No bat, no night, no star. She's just a little princess and she's called Pipistrella. I don't know. Maybe it's just supposed to be dumb. Another banger incoming? Here it is. Oh, wow. They stole all my fucking money and called me a bitch. Yeah, both these songs actually... Wait, is the previous song a Water Flame? Well, this song sure is. It's good. This is also another song that is cut short for this game's, like, in the game the song just plays like a little bit of it, but this is Water Flame, Race Around the World, and it's a longer song. It's a very good song, and you know, you can only hear the full version if you like go into their little YouTube and whatnot. Oh, okay. That's what did I not read earlier? Byproduct of the level being a demo stage, needed to be as epic as the first level being like as like cool as possible because it's the demo level. I mean, it worked. That demo where like at the end of the demo, the little hair troll would like pull the light switch and like, you know, stop you from being able to play the rest of the boss fight of the barbarian. That was like such a fucking evil like cock tease like as a kid. Like, you want to like see the rest of that fight. Like, they didn't even let you like finish that fight, which, like, you know, that fight feels, when you play that demo like over and over, that fight, or like when you play that demo like in, you know, you're sort of, you know, young and like it really like leaves an impression on you. That's like, that whole little barbarian part is like fucking life or death. So like not being able to actually beat the barbarians' like boss was like fucked up. Like, they could have let you at least like, you know, beat him, but they were like, nah, let's really make the player like work for it. Like, let's really make them like crave more. It worked. They really did it. They did it well. I remember playing this game. This was my first, well, maybe second. I don't remember. No. I played this game pirated on like laptops many times, and it was like insane to me. Actually, like, I had already watched the full playthrough of the game, but I hadn't ever like played it in full by myself. Playing this game in full, like me controlling the game, like for the first time, you know, like on little laptops, that was like magical. Because, oh my god, Jesus, because, you know, I had only played the demo up to that, so being able to like experience the whole range of emotions of Castle Crashers was like life-changing. My actual first Steam game was Battle Block Theater though, which I think I also had already played before, like pirated, but that was the first Steam game that I actually owned. And, you know, like, well, I didn't pay it. Like mom bought it for me probably, but that was the first game that I had on Steam. I don't know if they keep track of that, but it is the first. Both Behemoth games. You know, a lot of people have this experience, but I feel like the Behemoth games, they're really particularly, you really get them if you play them as like a sort of young child with like a lot of imagination and like whimsy and like sort of like curiosity to the world, and if you like poop humor, which I kind of did. These games are particularly like magical if you're a child, and as a kid I was, you know, pretty damn obsessed with them, with this and Battle Block Theater, and this and Battle Block Theater, and not really the other ones, you know. By the time that I had played Pit People, I kind of like knew better. Actually, no, I didn't. I did not know better, which is probably the reason that I also liked that one, is that I played it like before I sort of understood that a game could be really bad. I mean, Pit People isn't really bad, but it is kind of bad. That's probably the reason that I enjoy it, is because I played it pretty young still, so it's like the bad parts of it didn't stick out to me as much, and I liked the story of it, and I liked Stamper acting as the evil man in that game. It was fun, even though the actual gameplay is a little bit of a turd. It's a little bit dink water. Yeah, I was very impressed to see that the Behemoth's latest game, if you can call it that, just titled Behemoth, all capital letters. That game has very positive ratings on Steam, which I guess is because the game is like $4. You know, it's 13 like Brazilian bucks, but it's like I guess just like $3-4, you know, in American. I wouldn't even pay that for that game. That is like, that's a free-to-play game. It has literally zero replayability and zero anything interesting about it. Like, it's the only remotely thing that it has going for it is that you play as the Behemoth logo, which is a waste of a game where you play as the Behemoth logo. It's just a fucking Flappy Bird game. Like, what? Like it's such a stupid way to like try and make like a quick buck. I assume that's, you know, what the game is for. Their budgets are probably not very good, considering both Pit People and Invasion were rushed and low budget as fuck. Like you can tell when the budget of Pit People runs out, and Alien Hominid is also Invasion is a really short game. It just feels so scummy and like soulless and shit. And for a company that like each Behemoth game felt like an event when they were happening, up to, you know, Pit People at least, like, you know, like after they were put on Earth, after they were put on the map with Alien Hominid, this game when it came out, it like fucking took the world by storm. And then Battle Block Theater, that was like a big like hype, like lead up to it and everything. And then there was a hype to Pit People, but then it like stayed in early access for like forever. And when it came out, people played it, but then people didn't care afterward because the game didn't really have the most staying power. Their games used to feel like an event, and then they just released this little shitty Flappy Bird game, and it's just there. Like, they even try hyping it up in the roadmap video, the little roadmap video that they did, where they announced the like the Battle Block Theater update that they haven't done yet and everything. They like format the trailer as this little chicken on a car, and like the end of the trailer is like, new Behemoth game coming like months from now. And then it came out and it was just a shitty little mobile game. Is it even on mobile? It feels like it should be. And it's like, really? Like, did that really warrant like any amount of like, I wish they would be more honest. Like, that they wouldn't even have tried to hype it up. Just like, oh, here's a tiny little game for you, just as a treat. But no, they're like, oh, next big game. And then it's this. I haven't heard a single person talk about that, like about that shitty little game. I can't imagine being anything but disappointed by it, though. Like, considering that they announced it as if it was a real game, then it wasn't. Like, does anybody, like, did anybody notice? Did anybody care? Does anybody, like, have thoughts on this? I didn't buy any potions so far, did I? Oh boy. Yeah, it's just really, really, really strange. I don't know. I don't know why they would do something like that. It's pretty unfortunate. I'm gonna give them like the benefit of like the doubt with one. Oh, he can do that. He can stun me. Like that combo you unlock. Wow, this is the most. Like, this is the battle where it feels like you're playing another player the most. So it's really annoying. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt with one more game that they release. If they can prove that they can still make something that isn't a shitty roguelike slop. At least if the gameplay is like consistent, I don't even need the art style to be like super like amazing. Like Alien Hominid Invasion was really like kind of nothing. It doesn't need to be amazing. I just need it to be like a decent game that released like a full game, not fucking 5 years of early access, please. And that feels like a cohesive full experience like this game and Battle Block Theater do, and not like Pit People and Hominid Invasion. If they can do that with one more game, I'll like stick around. But I think one more game of that, and like I don't think I care anymore about them as a company. I'll just keep playing these like old games that I like have nostalgia for, and just not get any of the new ones, you know? That's my ultimatum for the Behemoth as a company. Which is like, out of every company to like say that about, saying that about the Behemoth really, really hurts. Because again, as a child, I was like ultimate brain rot for this. Like really, really crazy about it. Pretty sure the first game of theirs that I like saw was Battle Block Theater. Wait, no, it was this one, but you know, the first one that I fully like saw was Battle Block. Then this game, after, you know, seeing like the demo of it a little bit before. Can you please not kill me, Groom? Please don't kill me. Thank you. Who is that beautiful maiden watching us? Your friend, and you agreed that the green is the best one? I think the green is the only one that people care about. Like, I've seen actual little fan art of the Green Princess. People actually like that one. The other ones don't really... I mean, all of them are, you know, just little bobbleheads, but I guess that's the one that, like, has the most sort of distinct, like, design. If anything, because the other two are just, like, little fucking white chicks, I guess. Oh, wow, I have no health. Good. That was really funny. I tuned into like 5 seconds of Gabri's Superstar stream, and it was right around when Gabri's friend was talking about being called a caramel goddess by someone, and then I left the stream. Not out of disgust or anything, I just like was doing something else, but that was really funny. That was really cool. Great stuff. Good character, that Gabri. I sound like a parent disciplining their child. Oh yeah. This is another cool little bit. It's a callback to like what? Like 30 minutes of gameplay ago. Again, this game is like such fucking non-stop action that, like, look, it's this thing. Remember this thing from like 30 minutes ago? Like, there it is. Remember it? It's right there. It's right there. It's pretty funny. It's like, oh my god. It's just like, it's here again. It's the hair troll. Hello. It's pretty humorous. I never noticed. You go back to the like forest of thieves like immediately after like doing the little wedding crash, which also, you know, I wasn't talking about the gameplay the whole level as well, but the wedding crash is a really, again, fun setting. Like this game, it's medieval, you know, inherently, but the scenarios they put you in aren't as generic as just, you know, like dragons and princesses. It's like, you know, it's a wedding crash. It's a fucking pun. Castle Crashers, wedding crash. It's like you're literally crashing someone's wedding and literally, you know, killing them. Pretty fun, like, little settings. Honestly, the groom is kind of, the Conehead groom is kind of the most unique of the three, like, princess guys. Like, the Ice King is very basic, and so is the, like, I guess the Cyclops is, you know, it's unique in that this is like an active, like, chase. Like, you know, you beat the groom, then you gotta, like, the Cyclops wants to avenge him, so you gotta, like, beat him as well. Wait, that's not, this is the same princess. No, wait, oh right, the Industrial King is a princess as well. Which princess, though? Did he lose? Oh yeah, he loses the Orange Princess, I forget. I forget about the fucking Orange Princess and the bit that goes into all that. I guess, you know what, I take it back. The Orange Princess is the one that people care about the most. This is the second most. But like, the other, you know, the Cyclops... It's, oh my god, it's a Cyclops, you know, it's not like a fucking, like a wedding groom. That's a really quirky scenario to have in your medieval game. Isn't there a cat here? Nope. Gabriel's Kirby strings are very joyful. Oh yeah. What does this thing do? I kind of wanted to go and buy potions. I guess when I die I'll do that. Is the not blacksmith? Is the Necromancer's weapon really good or something? Because this game has felt really easy so far. I mean, it is an easy game, but it's felt extra easy so far. I sometimes die to the Conehead groom. This time I didn't. Also, they have lightsabers. Isn't that silly? Now I really sound like a mother, like talking to their child, like, oh, a lightsaber, how cute. The fuck? Oh, the little stove. Fuck. It's pretty fucking silly, this, no? These little slime enemies are kind of the worst enemy in the game. Like, just the most annoying, because, like, it does that. And also, it's really hard to hit it, because it, like, bounces off and has a jank hitbox. But it's really not that bad. I feel like the worst level in this game is probably the Full Moon, just because, like, the enemies take a lot of hits and, like, hurt really hard. And was wild for referencing the penis clown animation out of the blue. Yeah, I think a lot of people probably don't know that the original animation of Tricky the Clown was the clown like swinging its penis around. Also, probably a lot of people don't know that is the origin of the other Tricky the Clown from the Madness series. That was just like Crinkle's little like OC version of that like little meme clown that Dan Paladin drew, and they just gave it the same name. But then, you know, Madness like is like its own whole thing. Like it sort of, you know, spun out into this whole fucking thing. Oh my god. Wasn't there was a new, wait, no, there wasn't a new Madness combat. Wait, was there a new Madness combat? Didn't they do something recently? You know, recently I mean like what, a year ago already probably? What was the latest one? Like I remember they released like, oh yeah, it was like the little guy saving his friend from hell, right? It was like the guy like going into the little hellhole and like taking his friend out. I remember now. They haven't actually done like the next episode like progressing the plot forward, because like those take like 15 years in between each other. Like each Madness cartoon takes like about a fucking age, like since the last. It's very piecemeal. I said this before, it almost like scares me that like Crickles won't be able to finish that fucking series before he dies of old age. I mean, he's not that old, he's probably like what, 40. But people die eventually. The Silk Song guys, Team Cherry was talking about this recently, how like their only constraint, their only like I guess restraint with like making games is quite literally the mortal coil and like not having enough time to do them all, which is kind of a funny thing to say in a, you know, fucked up dark way. But I hope Madness gets finished, if anything, because like it's such a fucking long-running saga. I want to see how it ends, even if like the ending of it is like nothing like the beginning of it. That's kind of the beauty of it. It's sort of evolved into this like really edgy little like 12-year-olds like cool like fanfic, when at the start it really was just stupid little stick fights. It's kind of like cooler that way. Cooler. Sheikh Zula, the Mike Ruler, etc. Yeah, that. They could have pulled a Burrito Bison with it. If it literally was like a Flash game made on Flash and it looked really shitty and not this like ultra clean new little style that they have for like every Behemoth game like nowadays, that would have been actually like kind of charming. And also, you know, don't hype it up like it's their 4th game. They literally, or 5th game, they literally called it the Behemoth 5th game, which, you know, technically it is, but it isn't really a game. Like, I played that for like 10 minutes, and I was like, okay, I played the whole thing. There is no replayability here. It has all the fucking hallmarks of like lazy, like mobile slop. It's a roguelike, it's Flappy Bird, it's like got stupid little like, you know, sort of like jingling keys in front of your face like design, where you just like get a big little tray of birds and, you know, like fly around it, like wow, number go up. Like, it's so blatant like shit. Visibly Flash style, yeah, but it's the gross new style though. Like, it's the gross, like, it's not even Flash. It doesn't look like Flash, at least, like with all the crazy fucking bloom and like sort of like particles. Like, it's thing Dan Paladin is obsessed with particles at this point. Like, every game of his like has a trillion particle effects, and therefore they look really visually busy. Like, that's a thing that even Puku complain about with Invasion, is like it looks like the particle effects are really busy, so like it's hard to tell what is happening like sometimes. And it's like true, it doesn't look like Flash, which I feel like was the point of these earlier Behemoth games. I'm not like, you know, I'm not completely opposed to like an evolving art style. It's just like I prefer the old one. It's the same, exact same as if like as with Mortis Ghost. Like, I just think the new art is like too clean and stupid. That, like, more than anything, the progression of the Behemoth games and, you know, some other things as well make me think like, what if I eventually get like a distinctive style of my own, and then over time it just fucking like morphs into something abhorrent that like even I don't realize that. I mean, you know, I don't realize that it's shit to my like previous like set of standards. Like, what if that happens, huh? What will happen then? Nothing is the answer, but it does make me sort of scared for this like hypothetical scenario where like my art style, where I develop an art style and then it becomes shit. Like that sort of like scares me irrationally, because truthfully, again, you don't even really I think notice much like your art style changing over time, unless, you know, you directly like look back. And even then, by the time you look back on the like early stuff, you probably don't like it anymore anyway. It's more so the people that like consume your thing, like, you know, your game or your art, that notice the difference and, you know, sometimes prefer the old. Like, I prefer the old with Dan Paladin. I don't know, there's a charm to this. Like, it looks very dinky. Like, I think they said, oh, the Necromancer sprite in the Painter's Paradise is like It's like how you always meant him to be. Like, he's finally badass. But I like that he looks stupid here. Like, the whole game, you have the Necromancer as like a cool, like, you know, looming like threat. Like, he occasionally appears and, you know, like necromances, I guess. So like when you actually play as him, he looks kind of goofy. I mean, it's the same sprite still, but it doesn't have the wings, which does a lot to, you know, make him cooler. The fact that he looks so dinky when you're playing as him, like, adds to it. Like, he's still a silly knight at like his core. I also like the fan art. I've been seeing fan art of the Necromancer where people draw him as, like, he used to be a Castle Crashers that worked for the king, like, you know, the little stupid old king. But, you know, eventually, like, something drove him to, like, be corrupted and become evil. And I like that sort of little headcanon. Specifically, people draw it like the Necromancer and the Blacksmith used to be friends because I guess they look kind of similar. And they are, like, similarly sort of, like, both a playable knight and also, like, an outside character, you know, at the same time. The idea that both of them used to be friends, but, you know, one remained allied with the Castle Crashers and the other became evil and serves the evil wizard. It's pretty fun. I wouldn't doubt if, like, you know, when inevitably they make Castle Crashers 2 because, like, they're desperate for a new game idea. I wouldn't doubt if, like, they made that canon. Like, if they just saw the defense do that and they were like, yeah, that happened. They were friends once. Yeah. Because that's a convenient thing that, like, they can do. It's like fucking Scott Cawthon. Why am I fucking upgrading the magic? It's like, you know, Scott Cawthon school of making things. You know, it's like, sure, like, MatPat's theory, just put it in the game. It's real now. Got him. Let me get a better animal orb. Oh, really? Obsessed with other people's opinion. Whose opinion? What did I say? I don't know. I'm not, like, no, I'm not really so much, like, obsessed with other people's opinion as, like, I just think they're stupid. No, that's not what I was gonna say. I don't know, I guess I'm just giving my own opinion. Both are dark, have horns, similarities are identical. I mean, yeah, that's probably as deep as it goes. What's the good one again? It's the tiger, isn't it? It's right here. Yeah. I think the hawk is also cool. Where is it? There it is. It's one of the first. I'll keep this thing. Whatever. The hawk is like free healing or whatever. It's pretty good. Guess new weapon. It's fucking dinky ass weapons. Haven't even seen what they look like in the Painter DLC remasterification slop. I don't know, like, I don't know how you can really make them much different without it being, like, completely out of the style. The answer is probably, it's probably out of the style. What's the good weapon? I don't remember. I don't remember what I used. It's, I think it's a level that I don't have, actually. It's like, this is a good weapon or something. Something. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I guess. Oh yeah, I used this also. But that's, you know, pretty high. Actually, not that high. 30? The level up system in this game is really silly. It's really just kind of there for you to get free heals when you're fighting, like, a boss. Like, yeah, I don't know. It feels like it didn't really... Not much would be, like, gained... Or, like, not much would be, like, lost from removing the leveling up. Your opinion becomes jagged and stupid. Jagged and stupid. Stop trying to make, like, things a thing, okay? Stop forcing the bit, alright? Really crazy, just, like, completely out of nowhere. I just, like... It was like a fucking hit of psychic damage to my psyche when I saw the little notification thing. Vinny was playing Ratchet and Clank the other day for no reason. I guess he just got a craving to it, like the same way that I got a craving to play GTA San Andreas recently. But, like, he was just playing that, which, like, that's unprecedented. He never just he never plays just a random game, like especially like a random old game like that, if it's not A, Corruptions, 2, a fucking Mario game. Like, he played Yoshi's Island recently, but otherwise he just plays his same boring little Balatro, Slay the Spire clones and whatnot, and other similar boring shit. But this time he was playing Ratchet and Clank, just out of nowhere. And it surprised literally everyone. Like, you'll see the comments, everyone is like, what the fuck? Why Beanie do that? Pretty crazy. I guess if I like Ratchet and Clank, I would be like mildly like smiling, I suppose. I guess. I'm really over, like, I think I'm really over the idea of like watching a streamer like play my favorite game, or at least Vinny. I'm over Vinny like playing my favorite game. I tried playing the first Ratchet and Clank, even the same one he was playing, and couldn't do it. Too shit. Like, the platforming is like fun and all, but like I got to like a boss fight that like when you died to it, you had to redo a whole little like gauntlet section, and it was getting real boring and tiring, and the controls just didn't feel good. That's the kind of game that when I think like, wow, games like before like the PS2 era were really jank. They really like, games really started getting like good around the PS2. Then I play a game like that and I'm actually, you know, like, oh, you know what? Games started really like being consistently like playable around the PS3, not the PS2. Because that still like has all the hallmarks of like, you know, like PS1 era older consoles. Like, oh, it's annoying. The checkpoints are terrible. The controls are clunky. The guns are like terrible. And it was just a really nasty experience. I hated playing Ratchet and Clank. Maybe a future game in this series would be better. Like, I saw like comments of people in that stream, in that Vinny stream, saying like, oh, the first Ratchet and Clank is such shit. He should have played the other one, or like the second one, or the third one. If those are really like that much better than the first one, then maybe it's worth checking out. Because I liked it. I like the music. I like the little guns enough, but it just controlled so bad that I like wanted to no longer play it. I still gotta play Jak and Daxter at some point. Can't imagine I'll like love it, but maybe I'll like it. Like in the way that I can really see myself liking Jak in the same way that I like Jumping Flash, which is like a very sort of background enjoyment for it. Like, I'm not really like often thinking about it because it's not a mind-blowing thing that exists, but I do like appreciate it for existing and its simplicity. Like, I've seen Jak be played before. I know like kind of what it's about, but I never played it myself. It's like, you know, it's sort of a meme, like, oh, we're like a Jak kid or a Ratchet and Clank kid. Jak son or Ratchet and Clank daughter or whatever. Wait, why the fuck do I have a lightsaber? I want... Fuck? What was I using before? How did I get this? Why did I get this? Fuck. Should have gone with the Industrialist. Just to like be able to melt bosses. Ow. Another thing that I bet, like, here's my predictions for Castle Crashers 2 when the Behemoth like creatively bankrupts fully. They will make it so like they'll actually like give the backstory of the Cyclops and the Conehead Groom, because people just like, you know, it's not, nothing is said in the game, it's just a joke. Like, the Cyclops is the friend of that guy and you kill him and then the Cyclops is pissed off. They will actually like show in some way like if the Cyclops is the Groom's father or friend or brother, or what is the relation between the two of them. Because like, also, you know, I want to say Toby Fox, Scott Cawthon, you know, like series of making a video game like story thing. Like, it's Scott Cawthon's school of making lore. It's just take it from the take it from the fans. It's easy. So it's such a fun. I can really appreciate a long running, like a joke that has a long fucking like stupid setup. Cause the joke of the princess in this game, of the princesses in this game, is fucking dumb. Like, it's a stupid joke and it doesn't make any sense. Or like, you don't even know it's a joke until the very end, and then you're like, oh, okay. Which, you know, it's like every time you like meet a princess, you get to fight with it with your friends if you know, if you're in multiplayer. Which this game is multiplayer focused, of course. But then the final princess, you know, the final perceived most important princess you're gonna get from, you know, like in the game, like, oh, like maybe I didn't, you know, get the princesses like before, like I didn't get the previous 2 princesses, but the third one is gonna be mine, or is it 4th? I don't remember how many of them there are, but you're like, oh, I'm gonna get the fucking orange princess, it's the final one, it's the one that counts. And then you know, and then the ending happens and it's like, oh, okay. It's so dumb. It's a truly idiotic joke, but it works really well because like it's set up throughout an entire like video game, which, you know, it's not a long video game, but like it's feasible that you would forget about it like until you finish it again, which like that delights me like a lot. It's beautiful. The Dark Sword, the Dark Wizard Sword looks like a penis. No, it doesn't. It's a dragon. Grow up with your, like, penis, like, imagery fetish, okay? This fucking song. Isn't this the Tundra music? This is like the Ice Tundra. Whoa, a character actually speaking. This is like the Icy Tundra song in, later in the game. I never really thought about that. This is like the only part of this game that has a character just say dialogue out loud or like in a speech bubble. Kind of fucking crazy. Beefy. A dragon penis. Dragons aren't real, but that's not what dragon penis looks like. Okay, grow up. He looks so polite. For some reason, as a kid, some like insane part of my brain, once I, you know, learned to like. Once I learned that the Industrial King, or the Industrial Prince, I guess, once I learned that he's voiced by Stamper, which it's pretty clear once you know that, but like I sort of thought that he was modeled to look like Stamper, like his actual design, I thought he was supposed to look like Stamper, but that's not the case. It's just a Victorian dickhead. Stamper is bald, like that's not remotely true, like it's not at all. I think that was just a deranged like thing I made up as a kid, like just entirely fabricated. Pretty fucked up. This is also, you know, this is a very like basic factory setting, but it also like tickles my fancy that this is an industrial, you know, like mildly futuristic like factory, still kind of, you know, steampunky, but it's in medieval times, so like, oh look, fucking Newgrounds reference. It's a like modern-ish factory in medieval times, so you know, it's like a setting that would be generic if it wasn't for the like time period that it's supposed to be. It's the same reason that like I like Shovel Knight's aesthetic so much, even though it is, you know, pretty like by the numbers fantasy, like high fantasy, I guess, medieval, whatever. It's because even though it's like, you know, like medieval and like I guess like period thing, I don't know, it's, you know, it's like fucking medieval, not period accurate, it's just not very accurate, but you know, it's medieval times, but they have shit like the Iron Whale, which is a big you know, submarine, which like they have sort of explanations as to why like this, you know, technology exists in the past. It's like they have like cog work. That's the true, like, when like you have a medieval fantasy setting and you need some sort of technology, just make it cogs, like just make it sort of steampunky. You know, they have like technology of like ships or you know, submarines and shit like that should not exist in medieval times, and it's just because it's, you know, it's like clockwork, like steampunk shit, and I like that. I like weird sort of like Zelda also has a lot of that, you know, sort of like modernified old times like aesthetic shit. It's cute to me to an extent when it's, you know, done like when it's enoughly unique. I like it like this, you know. It takes a lot to make it interesting, to be fair. There's very few medieval fantasy games I enjoy. Ow. This part is a Half-Life reference? Really? How so? You retract? I'm not reading that. Grow up, grow up. Oh shit, it's the Stove Face. I always forget that the fucking Stove Face is a guy. Like, you know the playable Stove Face that you can play as? It's this green guy. You can play as him in the character select. I think you gotta beat the game as the Industrialist. This is not, unlike the Fencers and the Industrialists, this is not a faction. This is not a type of knight that is like, that there's many of them. This is Stove Face. This is an individual. This is one man. And he's supposed to be beefy. Like, he's supposed to be naturally like a beefy character, you know, he like the beefy sandwich like motto in this game. But when you play as him, you know, as a playable character, he's not beefy, he's tiny. So like that's the only time in gameplay that you can actually see a small version of a Stove Face, of the Stove Face. And like I was so confused when I found that out. I was like really, like, I think at some point I like learned, like someone say like, oh yeah, there's only one Stove Face in all of Castle Crashers, and I was like, nah, there's gotta be more than one. But nope, this is the only one, and he's always beefy. And I don't know, that's really weird. This game has a lot of weird shit about it, which is like, you know, part of what made it so like pokes at your imagination when you're a kid. Jesus Christ. This song is also really good. I think... Isn't this the same song as the start of the game? Yeah, it is. It's the song of the Barbarian invasion. It's pretty good. This game, even, you know, like, even like little orchestral, like epic fantasy music, I usually find really boring, but this game does it really well. I think it's because they do it in a very dinky way like this. Like, you know, it's like... It's cool, but you can kind of tell that it's, you know, not like real instruments. It's very meaty, you know? But it's cute. I like it. I like the fucking main theme of this game. And like the Barbarian attack, whatever that song's called. It's good. Ow. Again, you could chalk all of my enjoyment of this game to nostalgia. But if you do that, I will speak ill of your favorite game ever. No matter which one it is. I bet I can do that. I bet that I can like find your weakness. You proverbial non-existent person. Look at his little face. How stupid. That's probably a gif on Tenor, the little industrial princess like face. Look at this gay little hat. He has a wind-up key on it. I never noticed that. It's kind of cute. Stupid. They don't let you play as the industrial princess well. I never thought about that. It feels like it would be a character they will let you play as, considering that I think he has like a full... Oh, I think he has like a full sheet. Like, you know, when you see him like go out of his little base in the cutscene at the end of this fight, I think he looks like a, you know, Castle Crashers player model. He could pretty easily also be made into a playable one. I don't know, maybe they thought that there are already like enough characters playable and we're like, okay, let's not do every single one, okay? That's like, that's sort of, like, it became like, it over time weirdly became like Behemoth's thing that their games always have like silly customization and like hats. Like, it became their thing that they're like fucking TF2. Like, it has silly hats all the time. But it actually used to not really be the case. In the Hominid, the first, you're just one character. Like, the playable character is just one. Because, you know, he's really well animated. Like, the Hominid, he's really well animated, so he only has, like, one little set of animations. And then there's the guy with the hat, which is, you know, player 2 or whatever. Then in this game, you know, in Castle Crashers, their second game, you don't really, per se, you know, have a lot of, like, character customization, but there are a lot of characters. Like, you can play as a bunch of the people you, like, see in the game, you know, a bunch of the enemies and stuff. And, you know, that's due to the fact that this game has this little clever, like, again, puppeteering system where every little character kind of looks the same. Like, they all have the bubble head, they all have the knight armor, they all have the little legs. They all have that, a sort of template that they can all sort of share. But then Battle Block Theater sort of broke something in their brains where the customization in that game is heads. Like, there's a trillion heads in that game, which works because, you know, the head is a PNG, while the character's body is a little, you know, moving, like, actual little, like, somewhat well-animated little sprite. Like, the body actually moves around. So, like, that's how that game can get away with, like, ultra like hat TF2 like slop customization. And then like bit people like went really fucking silly with like a trillion little customizables, like to the point where it's actually like annoying trying to get them all. And then Alien Hominid Invasion also has the same like million heads thing from BattleBlock, except the more complex visual style makes the Alien Hominid look really shitty in that game. Like, it genuinely, out of all the criticisms I have for that game, just how bad the alien looks might be the biggest one. It looks so fucking bad. Like, if you ever look at gameplay of Invasion, the little aliens, like, the head bobbing up and down looks so shit. And the little body barely moves. It's, like, so stiff and, like, just, like, it doesn't look good. And it makes it so terribly unsatisfying that even though that game has better movement, like, it has, you know, fun sort of, like, kind of acrobatic movement you can do, you know, certainly more than Alien Hominid Original. Even though it has like fun movement, it doesn't even feel like it because the characters' animations aren't satisfying. Like even this game, doing the like the juggle and the heavy like the heavy like stomp, the little animations, they look impactful and good. Every animation, every gun impact to enemies, like in Alien Hominid Invasion, just looks so weightless and shitty. I don't know what went wrong there. I think it's just the fact that they're trying to have this, you know, clean, very like detailed, full of particles and like complicated, like more complicated style. You know, it's certainly more complicated than this, even if it's not like horribly complicated. And I think it's not a worth trade-off. Like, it's not a worth trade-off to have that much shitty little, like, I don't care about the customization of the heads. Like, I prefer the original Alien Hominid having just the alien be one really strong design that's well animated. Or like in this game, you have, you know, like 12 or so knights you can use, but they all look fairly unique to each other. It's like not worth to have such a variety of choice when all of the choices still look shitty. It's like, it's shit. Hyperventilating over Invasion. I'm just always out of breath. It's just my natural state. It's just like, it's just impressive, really. It's just like, how did it get to this point? What happened? I get making video games is difficult, but like, what happened? Was Tom Folk really the fucking like super glue that held this company together? I don't know. Pretty sure it doesn't work there anymore though. Never quite got the confirmation I wanted, like actual full word that Tom Folk doesn't work there anymore, but I'm mostly sure. Hey, can I punch this stick? What? I couldn't punch for a little bit there. Weird. Why is the cat meowing? It's not like remotely time for my mom to come home. Come home. Mom. Same lift of enemies dropping from above, except you go down. Isn't there's something else that like references the supposed like Half-Life lift, isn't it? Isn't there? Maybe I'm thinking of that shitty little room in Entom Blast that's supposed to be like a reference to like Half-Life's rocket ship. I don't know what it is. It's like in the sewer level there's some bit that's supposed to be Half-Life. I don't know. It's Half-Life. No clue how. These I guess they're demons. I always thought that their design, they look like they have a big zipper on their mouth. Like, it looks like a costume. I thought they were a costume suit for the longest time as a kid, and that their teeth was just like a little, you know, like a zipper. But no, it's like an Invader Zim mouth. It's honestly, it's kind of a design that's like different than all the others in this game, kind of. Like, it in a way feels like that. I don't know. Maybe it's because, I don't know, they have different shaped heads. I don't fucking know. Either way, I think the reason though that I thought they had that they were mascot suits is because of the stupid game. Oh, there I am. Hi, me. Actually, he does look different in the air. He looks a little more angled, which actually does make him look cooler. The playable sprite does look stupider than the like moving, like flying one. Interesting. I guess you do see the Necromancer in the ground in his fight. Regardless. Fuck, forgot. God damn it. So easy to like do that. Just forget. It'll come to me. It was, oh yeah, the game, the reason I thought those fire demons were costume suits is because of the stupid game Foul Play, which I think that was also like an Xbox game at some point. That's a game made by, I think, the people that made Fall Guys. Like, that was the shit that they were up to before making Fall Guys. It was a shitty little like attempt at like copying this game, but like it's weirdly like this game and Battle Block Theater at once, because it's a beat 'em up with little bobblehead characters and zany scenarios and like a dumb like story, but it's like a theater play that's like fully not real. Like, all of the characters in the game are just little actors, and like none of the events happening are real. It's just like a little theater play telling a story, which is like it'll be, I mean, it's a neat concept. It would be cool if the game like looked good or like had anything about it that was like unique over this here game, like, you know, like if it had literally any amount of like original thought put into it. I remember there was like some stupid gimmick in that game where there's like requirements you gotta do for like a scene, for like, you know, a battle essentially. It's like, oh, you gotta, I don't know, never hurt an enemy that is wearing green or some shit, which I don't consider that enough unique over this game, for that matter. I don't, like, you know, that's, I just said like it doesn't have anything unique. That's not unique enough. Yeah, it just looks really bad. It looks like something specific. It looks like a weird little, like, I don't know, like recycling ad, like corporate art style, like no outlines, and it's got really generic little enemy design, because, you know, it's just like little characters in costumes, and it's about like demons and Cthulhu, which is like already kind of boring, but then it's, you know, executed pretty boring as well. Why does this thing make this sound? I never understood it. Why does it sound like that? It goes really strange. But yeah, Fall Play, I don't think anybody remembers that game but me. I remember seeing Let's Plays of it on the internet back then, and I never really connected the dots that that game was just like ripping off this game. I also, it's funny, I saw a more recent attempt at a Castle Crashers game. It was, I don't remember the name of it. It was Vampire something. It was like Vampire's Strike or some bullshit. And it was, again, just little beat 'em up, bobblehead characters that look chibi, zany scenarios with like an over, you know, generic aesthetic, but zany scenarios, you know, like medieval fucking Dracula monsters, or, you know, Dracula and Universal monsters, I guess, but like silly and quirky. Literally just, again, yet another attempt at a Castle Crashers, and I don't think any Castle Crashers ripoff has ever come anywhere close like being as popular as the actual one. Like, I remember there was like some YouTube clickbait video that was like Castle Crashers 2, and it was just some stupid little indie game that was, again, just ripping off this game, but with like way worse shitty animation. I can't even say, like, you know, it was very tween heavy, but I kind of can't even say that like, oh, the reason that it looks bad is that it's so tween heavy, because, you know, Castle Crashers is literally a Flash game here. It's like, you know, this is less tween than the average like Flash thing. Like, you know, those little legs are tweened, actually, never mind. Some things in this game, like this lava, isn't tweened though. Like, how do you tween lava? You know what I mean though, right? Like, they animate more this game, like sort of frame by frame, alongside tweening, instead of just shitty tweening. It's like, it works well, and also, like, you know, they really take advantage of the Flash style to make like big, sort of more elaborate sprites, like this thing. Look at that. Couldn't do that if it was like hand-drawn. I mean, you could, would take forever. Also, that looks really bad. I take back everything that I just said. Is that just the same like hand physics as the cat arena? Oh, good. As the like little arenas in this game where you play versus, and some of them have cats on the sides. That like dragon hand is probably the same technology, just they ported the data code base. It's been happening in this lab when I was noticing it, but, you know, I didn't mention it. Enemies in this game have this stupid fucking thing that they do, where I guess to like try and create some like visual like diversity between the like generic enemies, they make some enemies have like a squished head, and some enemies have like wider heads. When we get like to the next level, I'll try to show it. It's so funny. Like some enemies. I really like that jingle. Cool Terminator reference. Like the enemies, some of them are squished and some of them are like long, which like it's really funny once you notice that, because it's really easy to miss. You know, it's like you're not really looking at the enemies very closely anyway when you're playing, and also, you know, they're like in their falling state half the fucking time. But once you notice it, it's hard to unnotice it that some of them are like a little bit more squished than others. Here's the cool like pirates versus ninjas thing. I never really understood that as a kid. Like, why ninjas? It's another joke. It's like low epic bacon, pirates versus ninjas, unicorn. That's the joke. It's like literally just pirates versus ninjas, like the most sort of like internet, but also just generically like boyish like concept ever of like, who are cooler, pirates or ninjas, cowboys or ninjas, or you know, stuff like that. Robot. That really, the opening of BattleBlock Theater looks like it could have been inspired by this level here. You know, if anything, just because it's like pirate ship and shipwrecking and waves, like visuals. I don't think I'm impressed that they didn't retroactively put a golden whale in this sea. Like, you know, Behemoth games, they love cross-referencing with each other and sort of having this little pseudo, like, shared universe or whatever. But, like, you know, this game, of course, it came out before BattleBlock that invented the golden whale. But this is a Steam part, so by all accounts, they could have just put a golden whale like in the background there somewhere, or like a duck shark also from BattleBlock, just as like, you know, oh, it's a cool Easter egg to the future game. But that would make no sense. I mean, they did, you know, they put in the golden whale as like a little pet for Hetty, and also as like one of Hetty's attacks or whatever. But you know, it doesn't count. I'm talking about this ocean level. Wow. Makes a similar sound and the aliens making Terraria, the volcano. Silly. How long have I how little has it taken me to get to this part of the game? 1 hour and 38? Yeah, this game goes by in like a flat. Good. This game goes by in like a flash. It's pretty damn short. Like I feel like probably when I was like playing this with friends, it like took longer to beat it. Because the power went out in the middle, and also, I don't know, this game is just more chaotic with multiple people, and you know, we were probably dicking around more. But just playing this game like sort of straightforward, it's pretty short and sweet, which is very good. It's funny because like a problem with like Pit People and Alien Hominid Invasion is that they're too short. But like this game being short is a good thing. BattleBlock Theater is actually probably their longest game. And that actually kind of works against it, because it can get a bit tiring playing that game, like, for a long time. Ow. But once you get to this desert, once you get to the pirate ship, it's essentially like the halfway point of this game. Like, once you're done with the 3 golden, like, fucking treasures or whatever. Oh, look, it's squished. Like, once you get to the 3, like, golden little, like, apparatus to, like, you know, operate the ship, it's the halfway point of the game, and then there's just the sand area, the full moon, the ice, which is really short, and then it's over. It's really, really short, which is, like, great. Like, this game does not, like... If it overstays its welcome, it's by a matter of, like, minutes. Look how that one is wide and this one is not. It looks so silly. It's so funny. It even, like... Again, it happens with regular enemies, but with these scarabs, it's really noticeable. It's really funny. Like, if this game really stops before it can, like, get annoying. Which, like, with how repetitive the gameplay is, that's an impressive feat. Because, you know, it's repetitive, it's a beat 'em up. But, like, it's just, like, good enough to, like, be good. Can I? Oh, good. Cool. Do I have the projectile? I do. That's a really... The Necromancer's magic, you know, you wish it was good. Like, the Necromancer's magic is, like, really fun. Like, it's just, you shoot little, like, corpses and like hands come out of the ground, but it's really bad magic. Like they're characters in this game, they're just like, some of them are really good and some of them are really, really bad. And this is kind of a bad character as far as I'm aware. His magic is really bad, and I like the magic in this game. I value it quite a bit. So like I like the red knight with the lightning magic. That's pretty fun to like stun lock enemies and also like melt through bosses. The industrialist is, you know, fun because it's fucking broken. I always wanted to use the little bears and the Saracen or whatever, because I wanted to use the tornado magic. It seemed fun. Like, you know how that little bear boss, it has like a tornado power? You can use that. And it looks so fun when the enemy's using it, but it's so bad. Like, it's so actually useless. Also, this level is like... This game is surprisingly, like, not... Like, you know, even it had the fucking little ninja segment and, like, there was nothing racist about it. Pretty impressive, but the one time this game gets a little bit racist is with this, like, desert level, because it has, like sort of... Like, what is it? Islamic? Is it Islamic? Afghanistan? It's like Afghanistan, like, stereotype. It's, you know, they live in sand castles. It's you know, it's silly. It's like as silly and sort of like nothing, like just pretty harmless as like the Russians in Alien Hominid. Like they sort of omit that for most of Invasion. Like they don't have mention of the Russians or Area 51 for that matter until the very end where they show the Russians. But that's sort of the one thing about this game that's like mildly offensive. And I guess the Eskimos, but you know, it took a very long time for people to understand that like Eskimo was like an offensive thing. Oh yeah, look at that. The fucking pyramid. My grandma said the funniest fucking thing to me the day we were like going to the pharmacy. She was like, oh yeah, I've been watching TV shows about like, what's the name of that thing? The pile of rocks? And I was like, pyramids? I was like, oh yeah, that. Isn't it crazy how they were built? Who did that? And I was like, the slaves? It was so funny. Like, I said the pyramids half joking, like, because she was saying, like, you know, pile of rocks. It could have, I was thinking she could have been talking about any rock formation in the world. But then she was like, oh yeah, the pyramids. It was so fucking funny. A pile of rocks. And then also, who built them? That was like, I loved that. That was the best, like, interaction I've ever had with a fucking grandparent. That was awesome. Oh yeah, this. Forget about this. I like this little fishtail it has. That's just the ship from Alien Hominid, the little ship levels. But, you know, it looks big. And the little gun sound is just from also Alien Hominid. It's pretty silly. The Alien Hominid looks fucked up, though. This little Castle Crashers deified version of him is really dinky. It looks fucked up. But I like this bit. I like the abduction. Again, you're supposed to be having one continuous mission in this game, but there's so many asides. Like, you know, you're supposed to be saving the princesses, but you get abducted, you fight some fucking corn, you fight like a snake thing. It's like, it's really unfocused like shit, just so that you can like have, you know, fun scenarios to go through. It's fun. The only offensive thing about the Eskimo, the only offensive thing about the Eskimo is the name. He literally translates to Snow Eater. I did not know that. I did not know that. Also, they're not called Eskimo. They're called Icekimo. But you know, it's coming from that word, so it's really not an excuse. Impressively, they changed the name of the Snakies in this game, or did they? I don't think they actually did. Or I don't know. They said they would change the name of the Snakies to like Swamp Knight or some shit. Which like, there's no point to doing that. Snaky isn't a slur. That looks like fucking South Park ship. Snaky isn't a slur. Icekimo is almost a slur, but they didn't change it. They didn't like change the name of that enemy at all. Also, there they are. Where's Stonefold? I think it's this one. That's Stonefold. I assume that's Paladin. And then I don't know who these are. That's Alex Yeek. No one has ever made that joke before. I love this song. This is another Stamper classic. He made the song. And this is a remix of like the menu settings theme from Alien Hominid, which is like really funny because that's not the most eventful song in Alien Hominid, but it's made really epic and cool in this like spaceship segment. Like it sounds really cool. It's very fun. I like this weird like I don't know, industrial like synths that Stamper was using a lot for these songs. Like the little like I guess bass line of the song that's also, you know, present in some other songs in this game. They're kind of like the big tell for like if it's a Stamper song or not, and I really like the sound of it. I wonder how difficult it would be to use FL Studio, cook up a shitty little beat. Kind of wanted to try at some point. Cause like if I know multiple things, you know, if I can like kind of draw, kind of animate, kind of make music, kind of stream, kind of edit videos, even if I'm not like super good at one, at least I can do multiple, you know? This little alien thing, does it even appear in Alien Hominid? It is, right? It's like a friend. Or is it? It doesn't look like that. There's like little shark, like creatures in Invasion. Did I say Invasion? I meant the original. I don't know if this little weird bear thing is in the original. Because I know that there's like things that kind of look like an Invasion. But this specific little creature, I think it's for this game. Actually trying to think if there's anything in Pit People that's like offensive. I guess not really. Like I don't think there's anything like evil in it. This fucking guy. When I found out this was the final boss of Alien Hominid, I was like, I popped off. I was like, holy shit, continuity. And it's actually really funny because this is a prequel, actually. Like, you know, this is taking place in medieval times. That buff alien was just freed by me. So in the future, the Alien Hominid is gonna, you know, go to the Area 51 base and fight that alien because like it got freed and then like allied itself with the government. Like this is the first time that alien like had been in captivity. It's like a rebelling like hominid, I guess, and then the Castle Crashers freed it in this game, and then in the future in Alien Hominid you would go on to see him, you know, free and like being the final boss to Alien Hominid, which is kind of fun. I'm impressed they didn't bring back that buff alien whatsoever in Invasion. Like there's no mention of him or anything. I'm kind of shocked. The little butt. Pretty cool. Encounter them in Area 51 when you destroy crates. I think they redesigned them in Invasion then, because they look different. Here's the Saracen, by the way. Are these the Saracen? I don't remember the name. But yeah, they're the ones that are tiny bit evil. Tiny little bit. Weevil. The lesser of two Weevils. Ow. I say this, you know, after like mere minutes ago I said I'm over like my favorite streamers like playing the games I like. I really do wonder if Grapefruit would like this game. If he fucking liked Sonic Adventure 1, anything can happen, frankly. Because like, I don't know if you know that, but that doesn't happen. An adult person doesn't just play like a 3D Sonic game and like it. They're like, their moral duty as an adult who didn't play Sonic as a child is to like play it for a couple seconds, make the like fast, you know, like make the cool like Sonic impression, say that the game sucks because it's too fast and stupid, stop playing. Like that's their fucking moral obligation as an adult, to be like, Sonic sucks, this series was never good. But like, no, Grapefruit somehow managed to like in good faith play Adventure 1 and like enjoy it, and also, you know, play Adventure 2 and enjoy looking at it, but not playing it because it's Sonic Adventure 2. It's like, I cannot stress enough how that just doesn't happen. Like, unless it's like, I guess, a VTuber who has to pretend that they like every game to like keep the vibes positive in their little chat of like loser nerds. That doesn't happen. Adults don't like Sonic if they didn't play as a kid. That is literally not a thing that is possible to happen. It never did and never will again. Perish. Nice. Oh, I actually gotta kill it. This little fucking zebra looks like a Hero 108 design, because it looks a little squarish. Maybe it's just because it looks a little squarish, but I guess, you know, it is just a little horse. Like, horses are square, kinda. I actually think it would be great if he played it specifically with his girlfriend. I don't know if she likes it. Doesn't seem like the type that would, honestly. I don't know. I guess millennials do like this game, but I feel like this is kind of like... This game is in a bit of a divide. It's like sort of a mostly Zoomer game, but millennials also liked it. Because, like, I guess they were the ones playing it, like YouTubing it, you know, like on YouTube playing this game. But, I don't know, it strikes me as like, you know, the kind of, I don't know, retro gamer that scoffs at like, oh, this is Newgrounds, this is beneath me. I don't know. No clue. Again, I don't know those people personally. I'm really just going off like what I see. And God fucking knows what I would think of myself if I only knew of myself from like the content that I made, the content that I shed out. Oh God. So you know, I'm just guessing here. These are also special. These chain face, man. There is only 2 of them. There's only these 2 in this room. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. Never mind. I'm stupid. These are special though. I think they're bigger, beefy enemies than the usual. Like usual beefy enemies don't look this big. I should have bought bombs. That fucking sound. They also, you know, Naruto run, which is pretty epic. Honestly, oh yeah, no way. There's another. I always forget about the swamp. I think my least favorite part of this whole game is the swamp. Like the fighting the corn. The corn is probably the worst fight in this game, and also just doing the snaky swamp is kind of like not that fun to me. I frequently always forget that part of the game exists. Like I always forget that you gotta do that before getting to a full moon in the ice world, cause I don't know, I just kind of don't like it. But again, this game, it's really out. It's really like basically over once out. Once you beat like everything up to the full moon, like the game is essentially done. I also appreciate that, you know, this area, the boss of this area is essentially these 2 fucking chain guys. Cause spoiler alert, you don't really do a boss fight, you just do a little fucking game of volleyball. Which apparently, if I had played the full version of this game through the PS3 part, I would have experienced it, but the minigame in this game, like the side game that's linked to each Castle Crashers version, I think a lot of people know this, but like on the Steam version, I guess every like future part of this game, like the Switch part and console parts, you have the Back Off Barbarian minigame. Wait, is this not taking damage? Okay, no. The Back Off Barbarian game is like sort of a invention of the remaster of this game. On the original Xbox version of this game, the minigame you did was All You Can Quaff, which is a minigame where like you gotta eat food faster than the other knights and you just mash the buttons. And it's kind of not very interesting. I mean, to be fair, Back Off Barbarian isn't interesting either. And the PS3 version has yet another minigame, which is just the volleyball from this level, but turned into like a full little minigame, which is like interesting that they went to that length. There's also a special weapon in the PS3 version, which is the safety scissors, and like you gotta like not kill one of the painter's paintings. It's one that's unique to the PS3 part. If you do that, the safety scissors appear and you can use it, which is kind of an interesting change, I guess. It's really very pointless, very strange addition, but alright. Alien Hominid had All You Can Quaff? Really? I only remember the PDF game. You know, the prototype to Battle Block Theater. The little minigame that goes... You know, that one. Honestly, no, Grapefruit seems like the kind of guy that he would like the Behemoth games, even though he doesn't. I guess he just didn't like. I guess he wasn't the right age to like learn about them when he was playing Flash games, because you know he's like said many times like the Flash games that he used to play and stuff. I think he probably played in Hominid on his little Flash game streams, probably, but you know he wasn't around for like playing the console released Behemoth games. But it feels like it would be the kind of shit that he likes. This kind of... Oh, good. The kind of stupid humor that he likes. Ow. Ow. No, yeah, there's the more, like, chain face guys. I thought that there were only 2 of those. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I am just thinking of the insane fucking fact that Stoveface is, like, one guy. Like, that's not a... That's, like, a named character. But, like, there is nothing... There's, like, no fanfare about him. And also, he's the only one that's like that. Like, you know, you play, oh, I'm playing as a Necromancer, you know, he's a main boss, and he's, you know, a named, unique character. There's not multiple of him. The Stoveface is just a mini-boss in the level. It's like... It's stupid. It's so strange. I also like the, I like the other headcanon that I've been seeing in fan art, is that, the Blue Knight, the main Blue Knight in this game, the headcanon that he's the son of the Frost King. Like, I find that fun that, like, he's, like, one of the little, like, I don't know, I guess, are the Eskimo affiliated with the Frost King? I guess they are, but, you know, like, the Blue Prince was once, like, a little Eskimo, or, like, the son of the Frost King, you know, like, the Frost Prince, but he rebelled and joined the Castle Crashers instead. I like that, you know, since these characters have essentially no personality because, you know, they're just little things. I like just attributing anything to them. It's like Hatsune Miku. It's just anything you want, these characters can just be. Oh, good. Oh, I won. Wow, a flawless one. Pretty easy. Oh. Is this a magic jump? Nah. Nah. Yeah. Oh? Oh, okay. That sound is in, like, the Medusa fight or something. Okay, don't have it. Cool. Even though, you see how I have the boomerang because I just have it unlocked, like, you know, from the game being, like, beat before? That doesn't happen to the horn because it's actual progression. Like, they don't care that you start out with this or the bow and arrow, but, you know, if you have the horn, you can just skip the swamp, so they don't let you do that. Mike has a story involving him wanting to get Alien Hominid for the GameCube. He never told it. Fucked up. They fucking put Alien Hominid on the GBA. Can you believe that? Like, isn't that just, like, stupid? Who made that part? Like, it can't have been, like, Tomfo and Co. Like, it must have been some little company that, you know, does, like, that kind of shit. Does, like, parts of games to, like, handhelds. Because the idea of, like, a shitty little Flash game from Newgrounds on the GBA is insane to me. Like, I can't fathom that. I can't do it. It's too scary. But it did happen. It's in there. Maybe at some point I'll play it. Maybe it's better than the fucking GameCube game. Who knows? He drove during a storm, almost car crashed. Fucked up. He was an adult, wanted to get in Hominid. I guess he would have been like 20. I don't know. He would have been like a young adult slash like late teenager when that game released, right? Because it was like 2001, 2002, 2004, probably 4. And Mike is old, you know. Also, you know, earlier speaking of like Vinny playing something unexpected, Cybershell was playing fucking Halo, which, like, that guy is on a fucking mission to play the most, like, nothing boring shit ever made. At this point, it's like, just like, wow, Cybershell is back. Nothing that he's played is, like, remotely interesting. He, like, played some, like, Dwarf Fortress, like, type game. He played fucking Nostalgia 64, shitty fucking Banjo-Kazooie, like, hack, nostalgia, masturbation, Mario 64, Ocarina, everything, like, put into one. And now he's playing Halo. And not only did he play Halo, he played Halo for 9 hours. I woke up at 8 a.m. today, and I looked up, you know, I like opened my browser, and I saw someone was still streaming, and I was like, no fucking way. And he was still playing, like, Halo for 9 hours. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. I don't even know what the fuck a Halo is. It's like Xbox games don't exist here. Like, my cousins were solely like PlayStation build. So like the Xbox is just not a console that like has existed for me for like half my life. Really, it's probably it's you know, it's no less like I would have no like different reaction if it was like Cybershell played Call of Duty for 9 hours. It's just impressive that like that happened. I don't know. I guess like liking Sonic doesn't like exempt you from having bad days. Oh, hi Snakey. This song I completely forgot about. I don't remember it being in the game, really. I don't remember it playing. He was 18-ish? Yeah, probably, yeah, that's about right. He's what, 43, 44 now? Maybe not. Maybe 4 is a bit mean. Still don't, I don't understand why people get so... I guess they're just afraid of death. But I don't know why people get so, like iffy about their, like, age. Like, if you just ask someone's age, that's, like, a really... like socially evil thing to do. You can't do that. It's like, why? Everyone ages. What are you talking about? Try and grow up? 40 clean. Okay, I was just being mean. That's on me. That's my bad. Did I buy more? I didn't buy more. Good. Fight the corn without potion? Yeah, I can do that. Oh, fuck. This is the most Newground song ever. You are the youngest person ever. Oh. Ow. I do feel like somewhat vindicated for like, you know, playing like the same games over and over again by the fact that like Cybershell streamed Banjo-Kazooie, like I presume in full, and then immediately after played the recomp. Although, you know, he was playing like stupid little mods on the recomp. I haven't seen a singular like Banjo-Kazooie hack that's like really interested me yet. Like, the idea of, like, the Majora's Mask one is kind of cool to me, but, I don't like Banjo-Kazooie. Right, I forget. That's probably the reason. I don't like Banjo-Kazooie. I always forget that little fact about it. I remember there was, like, a Sonic in, like, Ocarina of Time hack. Like, Vinny played a really long time ago, and that was, like, an iconic stream of his for a while. But I never watched it. I don't know if it's any good. Can I do the fucking... No, I can't. The aerial? Wow, I can't do the aerial. Okay. Which isn't all wrong? What's not all wrong? Mike being old? He's old. Maybe like being young my whole life is like what, you know, leads me to like be like, why do people give a shit about their age? Or perhaps I'm like simply too like cynical and also existentially not gaffing for that? I don't know. It's a bit stupid. Even if you're 40, you're not close. I don't consider a person old until they're like 60 something or like 70. Like, you're not old even if you're 50. Like, you might be a little wrinkly, but you're just like aged. You're finally aged. Middle-aged, but you know, aged. Like, when you're 50, you still have like around, you know, supposedly 50 more years of life. Like, you know, presuming that, you know, a person will live to 100, which is usually not true. But, you know, at least you have like 40 or so more years of life. That's a long time. You're not like... People, you know, at even 30 are like, oh, I'm so old. I'm decrepit. Grow up. But again, I am 20 and, you know, I've been a little baby my whole life, so... What do I know? 30 to 50 is middle age. Now you're just being evil. And you're younger than me, so, like, that... figures out because you're rambunctious like that. You're a rambunctious character. I think there's something really, really beautiful to me about you being the only person in the stream, you know, besides like Lua, who is like probably like out there fucking scratching their ass. I know that's definitely not true, but I love the idea of like a person seeing like, oh, she's playing Castle Crashers, and then remembering all of the Behemoth rants that I've gone on not playing a Behemoth game, and just kind of figuring like, I'll speak of the devil, and like sort of figuring like, oh my god, what's gonna happen when she's actually playing a Behemoth game? You know, just being like afraid of me like just like going on like hour-long fucking tirades on like the current like modern state of the Behemoth. But again, doing a conscious effort to not be too mean or too, like, evil, okay? I'm trying to be nice. This thing sucks, by the way. Speaking of negativity, this boss is awful. The worst in the game, probably. I mean, the Necromancer is also pretty damn bad, but this fight is awful. It's pure fucking luck at a certain point. And even though it, like, gives you healing items, it doesn't really matter. And also, it's just really weighty and, like, annoying, and I just hate it. And I don't have magic to, like, carry me through it. Like, if I had the... Again, if I was the Industrialist, this would go by in a jiffy. I don't guess. You're foolish and childish, and I tolerate that. That's nice. Thank you. When you turn 18, you go to retirement home. The time's coming for you, Lily. You'll be there. You have a mortgage. Hello, what's up? Also, welcome to the stream. This is the same little shit mound that was, like, earlier in the level, or that was, like, in the forest level. Fascinating. This boss is a funny concept. Like, it's funny that, you know, you're helping out these villagers with their corn monster problem so that they give you the horn and, you know, you can progress. It's a zany scenario, but this boss just being like a shitty game of whack-a-mole is awful. I hate it. Oh. It came already? You're so old. Poor little thing. Aging, like, rapidly. Oh, look, they're helping. Kinda. These humans look fucking disgusting in the remaster, I remember. Like in the Painter Boss DLC. They serve applesauce with bendy straws today. Ow. I already, you know, I've went on this rant before, but I guess what more fitting time than now to go do it again? Just bring back all the classics. I remember it was like I was playing Wild and Parallel when I was like having most of these discussions the first time. But I inherently, more than just hating the Painter Boss DLC for being kind of a pointless, lazy, stupid, dumb, shitty thing. On top of that, I hate that, like, it's at the cost of, like, giving the spot. That's why I sort of see, like, the Behemoth sort of, like, canonizing all these stupid little, like, fan headcanons of this game. It's because they, like, saw that the fans really liked the Painter, which, you know, it's for a reason that everyone likes the Painter. And they were like, you know what, let's, like, make the Painter, like, fucking center stage of this shitty little, like, workshop mod. Let's do that. Or, you know, DLC. And I hate the idea of putting the Painter in front of center, because even though, you know, this is an old fucking game, the spirit of, you know, playing this for the first time is, like, long lost on me. And even then, people that play this for the first time probably already know a lot about it. But I feel like the surprises in this game are a really important part of, like, it being charming to you. And the Painter Boss is the dumbest fucking surprise in the whole game, which is why everyone likes it. Like, it's a really funny review to just fight this random guy in the middle of the final boss rush, because it's like, oh, gotta fight the Cyclops who you fought before and killed. Gotta fight the Necromancer who's been foreshadowed this whole time. Gotta fight, you know, the evil wizard. But then the first boss of that little supposed boss rush of, you know, previously fought foes in a climactic, like, final encounter is just this fucking weird robot painter who speaks in a text-to-speech and is just, like, stupid. Like, it's like, again, it's another stupid joke in this game, just like the Orange Princess, but it works really well and, like, it leaves an impression on you. But then for the DLC, it's just, oh, hello, there's the I'm the painter. Here's my cool, like, wonderful world of paintings and magic. Here's my little son. And it's like, wow, that's great, man. So I didn't know that that was an AI voice that they used for the trailer. The idea there was that they were like, oh, if the painter's old voice was a text-to-speech, the modern equivalent is an AI voice. But I don't think that really... It doesn't read. I thought it was just like a shitty, like, sort of, like, you know, voice actor doing, like, a pompous medieval voice for the painter. Like, oh, I'm the painter, hello, you know, that. The joke doesn't read. It's not very funny. It's AI, which is, you know, evil. And it's stupid. I like the Boing voice more. It's just dumb. I hate, more than anything, I hate, like fucking up, like, a cool moment of a game to like try and recapture like a bit of the magic. It's like it's that same thing that I hate with like the sequel of a game, like taking minor details of the first game and like exaggerating them to be like wow, this was always like this really crazy thing, like, you know, like again, like No More Heroes 1, it's like very perfect example. In No More Heroes 1, there's this joke where, or you know, it's not a joke, it's just a mission where you kill the pizza butt guys. They're like a pizza restaurant. Then the villain of the second game is the guy, like he's the son of the people that you killed in those like very, you know, like inconsequential, like just little side missions in that game. It's like, oh, unbeknownst to you, you actually killed like a very important person to this crazy super villain. And like I despise that. I hate like, oh, this one little character from the first game was actually planning this all along. I think literally the only time that this has been like done like well and that I like it is how Fawful is in Superstar Saga as a minor villain, in Partners in Time as like a little, you know, just like an Easter egg. He's just like in the sewer planning his grand return, and then in Inside Story he's like in front and center and he's just actually the antagonist because like he planned his like super crazy, you know, master plan to like take over the Mushroom Kingdom and everything. It felt it feels earned, like it's sort of like mildly built up like through the course of like 3 games, and it feels cool. It doesn't feel forced and stupid like the Painter in this DLC, or, you know, No More Heroes 2 in its entirety. Like, I hate tacking on like new story beats into like a previous, like, I don't entirely hate the idea of it, but I hate when it's done really in a dumb forced way like that. It's the worst, because in my head it devalues the original one, and that's why I wish that like many sequels to things didn't exist. Like, I straight up wish No More Heroes 2 and 3 didn't exist. Or I guess, you know, TSA wouldn't exist either, I guess, but I didn't play that one. I wish the Season 2 of Pantheon Stalking didn't exist. I wish the entirety of the Pikmin series after the first game didn't exist, and so on and so forth, because, like, they just don't get better than the first. They just don't. I think, like, I was thinking about this with how Wario Land 4 is the 4th game of the Wario franchise, and it's the best one. You ever think about that? How, like, think about the 4th game in any franchise that you know, that you like, that's long running. I feel like the 4th game is usually like either not the best or not like even good. Like, I don't like many series that are like long running anyway. Like, I usually like weird little one-offs more, or, you know, just sort of like eclectic, like you know, companies that make multiple games like this one. But Wario Land 4, Wario Land 1, 2, and 3, they're kind of like on the same like level, like in my head. Like, the 3 of them are like pretty equally, like, they're cool, they're neat, they're Game Boy games. You know, I don't really have like the strongest feelings about them. But then Wario Land 4 is the one that rocks. Like, their 4th time around doing it, they made it like really good. That never happens, literally never. I guess, like, if you think about it from, you know, the perspective of like Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and then Sonic Adventure 1, that's my favorite Sonic game. You know, to my perception, it's, you know, the best one. I'm not here to debate the quality of Sonic games. But, you know, I guess technically kinda is the 4th mainline one. But that is such a rare thing. I feel like games just, as sequels go on, they just get worse. Like, you can only go down when you redo like a concept many times. Like, it's only down. Like, you can only... Okay, he's dead. Like, it only goes down. It never goes up. But with Wario, it was like the opposite. It got better. Say 3 and 4 are both good. 3 is a proper evolution upon the previous 2. 4 is its own thing. Again, I never played 3, you know, just 4. I think I haven't even played like a second of 2 and 3. Probably 1, maybe not even 1. But, you know, in my humblest of opinions, I think it's the best one. And it's the 4th one, so like... unprecedented, unfucking precedented. Also, look at that, shoes. What could that be leading up to? What, like, many pairs of shoes. What could that be like a joke about? Don't know. Wario Land 4 is really good. Shake It, huh? Then Shake It sucks. Every Wario Land is different. Every Wario Land is different. You like that a lot. That is 2 and 3 are kind of like 2 and 3 feel like sequels to each other. The first one is kind of its own thing. 4 is kind of its own thing. Shake It is stupid. That actually, thank you for reminding me. Yesterday I was talking about McPig's like anecdote about Shake It belonging in the trash. He didn't say that. I actually, you know, like misinformation. I attributed like a fake quote to him. I looked up through his Tumblr. Oh, there she is. Can I hear her humming? Oh wait, no, she hums when you get to her. Let's listen to it. That's the map theme. That's really, really cute. Like she's humming Flutie or whatever. The name of the map song. It's really cute. They also brought back Gargons and Pit People as like a class you can play as, but they kind of look different from this one. I also think they don't have the boot, which is unfortunate. Like, you know, it's literally the only real design gimmick for this Medusa is that she wears a little boot, like a singular boot. It's really stupid. Also, you know, she's like combing her hair in front of a broken mirror, because or else she would fucking die, which is pretty good visual gag. They don't have the boot in Pit People. It's kind of, I guess this is the only Gargon that has this particular stupid quirk of wearing a little boot, which is kind of funny. But the thing I was saying, McPig's little blog, he just says like, oh, I recently played through Shake It, I was very disappointed, because it's like, you know, he says the things that anyone can notice about that game. It's like it plays it really safe with the levels and everything. It's like boring and silly. He never said anything about trash, or, you know, he wasn't even that harsh on it. He just said the truth. It's boring. So instead of quoting McPig on that, quote me on that Wild and Shake It belongs in the trash. That was my words, not his. I'm saying that. That I'll take to the grave. Ouch. I make up a lot of things. That's my job as an entertainer, you see? I'm like the media. I create fake news to change your brain and like make you woke. Have you not figured this out yet? These little snakes are also in Pit People. The gimmick of the Gargons in that, which is Gargon the name of, I guess, yeah. Medusa is the name of the individual woman in Greek mythology. Gargon is what she is, I guess, or it's a fictional race thing. In Pit People, the gimmick is that when you like attack a Gargon, she creates a little snake like friend that, you know, attacks other enemies like automatically. And I thought that was one of the more like one of the most fun things about Pit People was like bringing back like some of the classes were bringing back like creatures from other Behemoth games. I fucking wish they did a Rekalope class in that game now that I think about it. Like the weird, like, you know, raccoon like bear monster thing from Battle Block Theater. They should have made one of those, or like, I don't know. Like they have the little, you know, the little mascot kind of looks like a duck shark in one of the skins in Pit People, but the only returning, you know, from other game classes is there's a hair troll, there's the Gargon, which is, you know, this Medusa thing, the what's it fucking called? It's Gargon, hair troll, and there's a third one. I forget what it was. Forget it. Yeah, the returning. It's cute. Wait, no, I did Gargon. Hair Troll? Maybe I get Troll Mother, right? Troll Mother. It's from this game specifically. I was sort of generally thinking of Hair Trolls as a concept. They have the Troll Mother and the Hair Troll as like a individual creature that exists. Oh yeah, this is fucking annoying. I remember. Finally, playing rocks. Hello, Poco. What's up? Welcome. Yeah, I'm having a very positive. This is like a Max G. Wait, no, that's I'm having a Zach Hato very positive stream, because like I'm not like ranting ever. I never ranted. I'm just like peaceful and positive about this game that I love. I need to exit this fucking place. Actually, I need to get potion. Oh, okay. Don't know the style. You don't fuck with the style of Shake It. The quads are washed up and the animation is too on model. Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I like said. Is it's like really well animated. It's like very, you know, it's like animated by like some little like actual animation studio that does like, you know, frame by frame. It's very commendable to have a 2D game that is like, wait, I have full potion? Like having a frame by frame game, you know, like 2D animated frame by frame and like a 2D platformer, like you don't really come across you don't really come across a whole lot of those. It's commendable that they did that for Shake It, but like, yeah, it's too sterilized, like it's too like not Wario. Like Wario 1, 2, and 3, and you know, especially 4, there's a deer, especially 4, they're really weird and sort of otherworldly. There's that one level in Wario 2 that's like a bunch of eyes and mouths in like the wall, and it's really hellish and strange. Like, you know, in Wario 4 you have like the ghost bosses that look horrific. Like the Golden Diva is a really strange like creature for like, technically, you know, the Mario universe is just like a ghostly woman, like an opera singer woman. It's really interesting and, you know, different for like a Nintendo game. Then Shake It, as I said, it has the Dark Moon effect of, this is some random fucking little third-party studio that makes generic baby games, and they're being put on the job of making like a continuation to a once in-house series, you know, Luigi's Mansion and Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, Wario Land, and Wario Land Shake It. And it just feels wrong, because it's like too... like, it's too basic, simple, not like scary or odd or like zany or Japanese. It's just like, it's just shit. It's even, I was thinking about this when I was, you know, just like, oh my god, like molding about this in my own time. The fact they bring back Captain Syrup in Shake It is really funny to me, because like it really reads as like you know, I don't know, who made that? Was that Retro Studio or Next Level Games? It really reads as them being like, what's some iconic Wario Land like imagery that we can use? Like we gotta bring it back a little bit, you know, in like, even though, oh my god, even though there's like so much other shit to like pull from with the like Wario Land quadrology, they're like, you know what's really classic? Captain Syrup from the first game. Bring her back. And then she's just in the game sitting on a little car and she does fucking nothing. It's like it's on the same level as like I don't know, bringing back, I don't know what like example to like do of this, but it's like, it's sort of the idea I'm trying to convey is just making the most cookie cutter like reference to like the beginnings of the Wario franchise possible. In their game, they went with Captain Syrup because she's in the first game and she used to be kind of like Wario's Bowser. If you can't tell, I don't really like Captain Syrup anyway. It's actually, you would think that as the shitty hipster that I am, I would like it, right? No. I like Princess Chokora and not Captain Syrup. So I do really appreciate that for a while there, Wario's fucking arch nemesis was just a woman. That's really funny. Like Bowser fights, you know, like a fucking turtle, like dragon. Luigi fights a ghost. Wario fights a woman. That's really funny. I don't actually like her, though. Like, I don't really care about her whatsoever. And I think people only like her because they go to her, and also because they're hipsters. Although, I will admit that liking Princess Chokora is really not much better on that regard. It's just, I don't know. I don't really much care for it. Didn't really much care for Captain Syrup. Not Japanese enough. Og. I didn't finish that sentence. It's like, I would even take it like sort of feeling like fake, like quirky, like Japanese game over it just being nothing, over it just being boring. Like, I would take it being sort of like on the level of, I don't know, what's something that's just like barely like modern WarioWare. How's that? I would take that game being like modern WarioWare than like just being a generic adventure game that has Wario in it. Which I've actually decided to like, I mean, I already didn't like Wario World that much. I don't hate it. I somewhat like Wario World, but actually somewhat don't really like gel with Wario World as much as like others would, because of the same reason. Like, even though I love Treasure, they made very silly, dinky games like Stretch Panic and like, you know, Mischief Makers, but I don't think that they were very suited for Wario, even though, you know, that sounds controversial because it's like, oh, what do you mean? Treasure is already zany and over-the-top action and like silly, and, you know, like, oh, Wario is already like a wrestler, man, so like him grappling like enemies and fighting weird eldritch abominations Like, it fits. To me, it doesn't, because it just feels like a treasure game. Like, that's just Treasure's thing to make zany games where you grapple people and fight horrible abominations. It's not done in the same way that, like, Wario Land 4 did it, like, to begin with. Like, it's not the same vibe. To me, what sort of defines Wario Land is it being very serene, while Wario is very gross and brash, you know? Think, like, Wario going through, like, Toy Block Tower in Wario Land 4. Like, that's a very unfitting scenario for Wario to be in. Wario World, it's, you know, it's a lot more generic. It's just like, oh, spooky, like, castle level, you know, ice tundra, factory and stuff like that. I don't think they're, like, generic level things per se. They're unique enough. Like, I like the carnival level in Wario World. It's, you know, it's cute, but in a treasure way, not in a Wario way. So, like, I think my verdict is that as a Wario game, Wario World is really incompetent in, like, vibe, but it is a very competent treasure game, because it's a treasure game that you can play. Even though it's kind of annoying, it's actually, like, it's pretty hard to come by treasure games that, like, you can actually play, that aren't, like, abysmal dog shit. It's pretty hard. That it's like, it's kind of, at this point, it's kind of like 2x2, because there's Silhouette Mirage, sucks. Mischief Maker, sucks. Stretch Panic, rocks. Rakugaki Showtime, rocks. Was there another treasure game that I played? I don't think there was, right? That was the only ones. But I really hated Mischief Makers and Silhouette Mirage, to be fair. So, like, the score is on. The score goes on. This is the part, like, if I had, like, more than 2 viewers, this is the part where, like, the smartass in the chat would go, like, but what about Master of Disguise? What about that one? And I tell you, that one doesn't exist. That one is not real. It's not real. For real though, that Master of Disguise is sort of like Wario Land Shake It Turbo. It's like the feeling of, like, this franchise that was once, you know, like, in-house, given to some random company to just make some garbage with, but, like, to, like, an extreme, because, like, Master of Disguise is actual shovelware. Like, it's not just, you know, kind of boring like Shake It is. It's actual fucking shovelware. Like, it's actually fucking terrible, and, like, doesn't even fit Wario, like, for a moment. Like, at least in Shake It, you, like, collect treasure and, you know, bash people and shake people, which, you know, that's stuff that Wario has done before, kinda. But, like, wearing little fucking Looney Tunes disguises, when did Wario ever fucking do that? Are you out of your mind? That's like a more... I feel like that game is a byproduct of WarioWare more than Wario Land. Because, you know, WarioWare is very sort of, like, just, like, it's not about Wario, it's just about bullshit. Like, the first Wario Land game, you know, it was just a weird experiment, but as time went on, it, like, overwrote Wario Land, and now Wario isn't really like he's not really a treasure hunter, like, macho badass anymore. He's just a gross biker man who farts and, like, has a little array of, like, stupid friends. Wario's stupid friends. I love that joke. Master of Disguise feels like that to an absolute, like, comical extreme. Like, it's just such fucking dog shit. Like, the designs in it, like, just the character designs in it have nothing to do with anything. It's insane. Like, they didn't even try to make it feel like Wario. Also, here's I didn't even comment on, you know, the thieves being buttholes, but here is the thief butthole enemy racist version, because it's an Eskimo. What is the real, like, term for Eskimos? What is the real term for people who, like, live in Alaska or whatever? It's Inuit? It's Inuit. I think it's Inuit, actually, with a T. So they should have changed it to Icenuit. Icenuit? Is that good? Does that roll off the tongue? Icenuit. No, just doesn't hit the same. Also, welcome to the end of the game. We're here. Her design could have been more fiery. Her Wario Land 1 sprite is hilarious. I don't actually know what it looks like. Kind of want to look it up now. Inuit and Yupik. Yupik? Yupichi? Like Yupichi? I didn't know. Kind of a funny joke with Inside Story. I never really understood the Chippy bit in that game where, like, you know, Starlo calls herself Chippy to Bowser. Apparently the joke is that in Japanese, the name she picks is like the opposite like syllables of Princess Peach, of like Peach, of Peach's name. So the way that they translated the joke is that Chippy is like, if you take the two syllables, it's the opposite of, you know, Peachy. So Chippy, Peachy, it's really a stretch. It must make, you know, a world more of sense in Japanese, because that's a very funny language, because they have like two fucking words to use. So that's why Starlo is called Chippy. Pretty fucking stupid, I won't lie. I really don't understand like Starlo like fandom. I don't understand liking Starlo. I really don't. Like, I guess like compared to the other like Stuffwell and like Kirsty from, you know, other shitty little Mario RPGs, or like, you know, shitty little Mario RPG friends, like little companion fucking floating sidekicks. Starlo is like one of the better ones because she like kinda has a personality, even if her personality is just like bitchy, like 2000s, like sassy girl. It's pretty generic still. Her design is so, it's just a ball. It's nothing. It's so like boring, and people like not just go into it, but also genuinely like it as a little thing. It's so shit. Like, what do you mean? It's like just as nothing as like every other little Mario like scrimblow. Like, it sucks. I'm sorry to say, it just sucks. That background looks shit brown. I never looked at it. That looks is it the Aurora Borealis? It was also a bit of a crazy reveal to me when I found out that the little Yeti animal orb that you get in this level, it's a reference to a big Yeti that you ride in Alien Hominid, which like is a reference that I would have never gotten because I hadn't played Alien Hominid during my like billions of replays of this game. And little did I know, Alien Hominid sucks. It's called a sunset. You do understand what I mean though, right? The color they picked for the sunset is really bad. Song rocks? It does rock. I like it. Isn't it called like Ice, like Holy Paradise or some shit? It's like a really dramatic name. Also, I forgot to mention it, but it's really funny to me that the song in the desert is called Please Don't. Like, I think it's called Don't, but it's like in parentheses, please don't. Which, like, that's really funny to me because like that doesn't mean anything. I think it was just probably the original name of the song before, you know, it was put into this game. I'm also glad this like final-ish level has you actually fighting lightweight enemies, because this game is actually not very fun when you're fighting heavyweights. Lightweight enemies like these, they can be like juggled really easy, like you can just fucking like jostle them around like crazy and it's fun. Heavy enemies, you need to be on the ground, like sort of beating them up actively, because they're too heavy to, you know, juggle properly. I never learned the juggling techniques. I never cared. I played this game very casually and never on insane mode, so there's no reason for me to juggle and, you know, infinite like stall these enemies in the air. I never liked juggling, frankly. Just doing the regular combos is good enough for me. But yeah, it's fun that they let you like just like play around with like lightweight and midweight like enemies here. I think these are midweight. They're I don't think they ever get to be heavy though. I don't think there's any of these that are heavy. Heavy. To remember that from Conker. Every time I say the word heavy, I guess some people would have the association of, you know, the heavy from TF2 perhaps. But me, no. I think of Conker's Bad Fur Day when Conker is like pushing a boulder or a box and he goes, ah, heavy. Oh, okay. Is this a fucking Clubby the Seal reference? This thing? No, right? It's just a shitty little... It's just being like squished around. It's a really shitty little knot animation. Pretty good. Gormless Seal. Yeah. Blissful Winter? Yeah, something like that. Ow. In the art of like good, like fun song names, this game has some pretty good ones. Again, probably because they're just songs taken from the sound portal. It actually, like, this is a very, like, an extremely minor, like, complaint. It's mostly just, like, you get bonus points as a video game if you do it, but you don't really, nothing is really detracted if you don't do it. It just kind of bums me out a little. If you just call each song the name of the area you're in, like, this is, you know, Ice World or whatever, so if the song was just called Ice World, that would not, you know, that would not be unique, but instead it does have a unique name. I like it when games have unique songs. I like song names. It's a very, probably a very fucking autistic thing to say, but I like song names. I like sort of, like, relating the meaning of a song with the name of it, and, like, depending on, you know, like, what part it's used in, or, like, a movie or a game. It's, like, cool. I like that. I like thinking about song names. In fact, I feel like half the reason I would like to make music is just to make stupid, like, song names. Not so much, like, make the music itself. Remember when we were doing this on the fucking multiplayer? When I played this with, like, Puku? This was, like, with Puku and Gabri. Wait, was Cactus? No, Cactus was not involved. It was just Puku and Gabri. That was really cool, because, like, the amount of lag on this just made it impossible to fucking, like, dodge these. So we, like, spent half a century on this corridor, on this ice corridor. It was really dumb. It's Fang. Yeah? It's getting faster? Oh, cool. I always hated this part. It's pretty silly that it's like, you know, what's it called? Like, sound based? Like, sound based with no, like, actual no, like, telegraphing, like, visually. Pretty fucked up. Hey, Dick. No. Pretty fucked up, that. So I think it was so funny the way that they, like, trying incorporating the fucking death mode into Deltarune Chapter 4 in a really, like, it was really unsubtle, except, like, not to me, because I wasn't really, like, I didn't know what the fuck they were going for there. It's like, did you hear the sound or whatever? And, like, if you say no, the game, like, gives you visual cues on, like, a timed, on, like, a, what's it called? On, like, a time, not a time, on, like, a rhythm thing, like, on a sound-based attack fight. Like, there's, you know, like, a sort of discreetly in-lore, like, question, like, are you deaf? But I feel like that doesn't really work that well, because the character saying, did you hear that? I feel like that more so leads you to, like, answer from the perspective of the character you're playing as. It's like, no, I didn't hear that. Yes, I did hear that. So, like, I feel like a deaf person would have been like, sure, yeah, I heard that, sure. And then they don't get the fucking aid that they need to be able to beat it as a deaf person. I think that helps nobody. Like, what? You can't have, like, accessibility and also be in lore, like, accurate. Grow up. I like this guy a lot. I like his little fucking gay giggles. It's pretty fun. His design is also... This is a very... Like, when thinking, like, you know, like an ice wizard type character for a medieval setting, I wouldn't really have ever landed on weird lizard man. Very lanky, strange Invader Zim wizard, like a lizard man. Lizard. I would have never expected, like, this. Like, I could never expect a design like this out of, like, an ice wizard. It's pretty unique. The fight sucks, though. It's pretty fucking annoying, actually. These last 3 fights before the end of the game are actually all pretty annoying, too. Like, the Gorgon is pretty annoying with, like, the little snakes that, like, start appearing late in the fight. This fight is annoying because of the stalactites. And the corn is, like, the worst thing ever made. So, this game, like, you know, again, this game doesn't drag on. But it does kind of, like, lose a tiny little bit of steam, like, towards the end a little. Like, a little bit. But it picks back up with the, like, final wizard level. The, like, the stupid boss rush. I should heal, perhaps. And there it is. That's really, really annoying. I wonder if in Insane Mode, are there just stalactites all the time in this fight? Does it just suck? I bet they would do something like that. Can you block these? These? No. They reduce his HP in the update? Really? I didn't know there were actual gameplay changes to this. It's still changed even if I'm playing vanilla, right? The inherent game is still different. Which I actually kind of hate that you can't turn back the older menus in this. Or not the menus, but like the splash screen of the main title. And I mean, the splash screen is the least. I'm more assuming that hideous like initial screen, like the press start screen in this game, it's really ugly in this update. Like I hate that updated art. I frankly prefer the knights just in model, like just aura farming. I hate the little like fucking meme faces that they have, that they always have to have. Like again, I don't mind that the knights, like the knights are supposed to make silly faces. This is a stupid game. But every single promotional art for this game, they're always making some little fucking quirky, silly face. And it's like, grow up a little bit, okay? Yeah, this is well designed. This is good. Good! This is cool and good. Good. Very cool. Oh wow. It actually got worse. I wonder if, like, is there damageless runs of this game? Probably, right? Probably really annoying. Probably just, like, involves... Oh, yeah. I love that fucking scream. It probably involves a lot of just, like, waiting for stuff. Did I have the drill combo yet? I don't remember how to do it. Hello? Penis? Oh. Now! 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 Okay. Alright. Blonde bitch. The last one. Oh, well, you know. But ultimate. There are only 3 princesses, right? No, wait. Green, orange, blue. Yeah, 3. 3 of them, right? Am I forgetting like a 4th princess? Yes. Alright, end of the game. In what? 2 hours 43. Wow. Oh yeah, actually, before beating this game, like just a distraction, since you know I've spent most of the stream not distracted, I actually found the thing I was looking for. The Phantom Blast ripping off Game Boy music thing. Check this out. Showdown at the Tower. Donkey Kong. What is this? Notification? What do you want? Oh, okay. Is this the one? No, that's... The fuck? Oh, Game Metal Remix. More like Gay Metal Remix. Got him. So, hear this? Hear this for a sec? I sent this to Dr. Dan, but, like, check this out. This might seem familiar to you. Do you see? It's from Donkey Kong, what, 58 or some shit? Donkey Kong Game Boy, I don't know. Pretty familiar, huh? Even, like, this part? Pretty cool, right? Now, what is this that I hear? Yeah? Yeah, man. It's the main part of it. It's not even a tiny part. It's the main one. The whole thing. Even like, it's like 1 minute in. It's like, even down to this part. Yeah? Pretty cool, huh? Pretty fucking neat. Pretty good stuff. Good job, Tony Grayson. Great game. Great. Masterful gambit. Alright, let's beat the game. Lest I blow a fuse. Oh yeah, this is really stupid. I forget. It's a really dumb part of the game. The spinning. It's really strange. The Student Project Remix. He reused for the game. Oh, there he is. Who the fuck is that? I love it. It's just so... It's so stupid. He's just there. Who is that? I wish that I, like... Even though, you know, it would be like the reaction of a dumb fucking mouth-drooling child. I wish I could remember what I thought the first time I fucking saw that painter. Probably didn't think of anything. I just, like, saw it there and accepted it. I was like, okay. So, like, it's so ridiculous. Yeah, and here is this. This animation is for the combo, like, for the one little combo where you, like, drill into an enemy. But here it's just being used for you to fly around weirdly. I guess it's supposed to be, like, the knights just, like, witness that the Orange Princess is, like, dead. So they're, like, you know, coming up to, like, save them. I guess, actually, that's a news lore, right? Like, they like said in some interview that was like, oh, the idea was that the Orange Princess would have been dead, then the painter like made her up, but that would have been too confusing for the player. Did I get marked? Oh, good. It would have been too confusing for the player. So I guess, I don't know, the knights just locked in for a second, started flying. Pretty neat, I suppose. The background of that little spinning area, or that little like spinning minigame, is also nauseating. It scrolls really fast and it's like got too much shit. It hurts. These are also the enemies that really fuck you over if you're like a magic build in this game. If you only leveled up your magic, then these enemies you're fucked, because they are pure anti-magic. Like elemental shit doesn't hurt them at all. Actually, this does, because it's not elemental, because it's just skeletons. But if you're the like electric knight, they don't get hurt by your zappy or anything. So you're fucked if you're like a magician. Pretty cool. Bit of a dick move. You are joking. Why say it in such a believable way then? That's what Kappa is for. Although we're not on Twitch, so you know, don't do that. Yeah. Jesus, that was violent. I've barely ever like done like Steam reviews. Like literally I've done like 2 now. Just I don't know, I'm bored. Just like bored, and like again I was thinking about like the Behemoth games like overall recently. So I have a review on Ratatan because you know that's my most played game of like last year, like overall probably. And I'm still even playing it now, so I have a lot to like say about it. I wanted to, I don't know, leave a review to like, just because it's like in early access and like, you know, things can still be fixed in it. I wanted to like give some like big public feedback so that they like hear one more voice, like, you know, like say that there are things wrong with the game so they can fix it. But also with Alien Hominid Invasion, I did a Steam review on it. That's just because I was bored and because I was thinking of these games. Yeah, no, that's all. I just did a Steam review on it because the game is shit. I wish there was like a, what the fuck? I wish there was like a Steam thing where it could be like not only I recommend it or I don't recommend it. I wish it could be like negative, but I do recommend it. Like that's a weird, you know, thing, like a weird specifier. So I just specified, like I made it a negative review, you know, don't recommend. But then at the end I just say, it's like it's probably just worth a damn if you can like play with someone, which and even then, you know, if it's like, even if you have a friend, the friend might just get bored of the game as well, and you too, because you know, me and Puko played that game and he thought it was like the most boring game ever made, and I kind of agree. I kind of agree on like many replays. Anyway, there's the thing, Dead Orange Princess, unused bit. There's like a YouTube video of like, I guess the developers like saying that the bit was that she would die. The painter would make a fake one, which is the clown, and I don't know. It was stupid. Here it is. Yeah. I forget. They changed his sprite in the fucking remaster, or in the painter like overhauled graphics. It's so gross. I hate his new design. It looks like complete fucking shit. And you know what they removed? That's like really fun in the original and like not anywhere near fun in the new. They changed his animation of like painting, like of his brush strokes. Like you see when, you know, he goes into the canvas and like, you know, slices Like, he does, you know, like, swiping motions to the canvas, and then a picture comes out. It's very, you know, it's silly. It's, like, over the top. It's, like, not real. For the fucking remaster, they just make it so he, like, swishes his brush a little bit, then does, like, one shitty pose. And also, like, he's got this weird, like, hyper fucking realistic style. Like, his buttons are all, like, detailed, and his overalls have, like, texture, and it's super fucking uncanny. And just gross. I despise it. Why out of every, like, design in this game to change that one? I guess it's because he's the main focus of the DLC, so they were like, oh, let's overhaul him too. But it's just worse. It's like significantly less silly, expressive, and like fun, which is the whole point of like Dan Paladin's style. It's supposed to be silly, dinky, and easy for you to draw, and like it's just, you know, very sort of a simple joy in life, you know, like Dan Paladin's little silly drawings. I feel like that fucking painter sprite it's probably not even like remotely like drawn by Dan Paladin even. It doesn't even look like this game's style, let alone Dan Paladin's modern art style. It's just like, why? Just like, why? Because they needed new animations for him. Oh yeah, you did say that to me. They're like, they changed the way that animations work in this game, so like the painter would have been broken, so they changed him inherently in a like a molecular level. That's so fucking stupid. I hate that. I specifically hate that they just like not just like adapted him to like, you know, like the newer style, I guess. They removed actively the cool like poses that he does when he's swishing on the canvas. Like literally half of his fucking, he has two moves in this, or he has one move in this fight, is moving around and like painting the picture. They ruined one of his two actions by making it like not really flamboyant and exaggerated like painting on the fucking canvas. It's so like, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. He did all the remake art. I really fucking doubt that. I guess I don't want to believe that, I guess. But yeah, I guess it being like they needed new animations somewhat explains it, but doesn't justify removing fun from the fun video game. Like, what? Why? Why would you do that? Like, again, the boss, he does three things, actually. He walks, he swishes the painting, and screams for help. They ruined one of his three actions. That's really crazy, man. Also, I never even played as the stupid little Paint Junior or whatever. Like, in the remaster mode, you can play as the baby of the Painter boss, which is dumb. I feel like they just wanted to make the Painter boss playable, but they were like, oh, how do you shrink him down to player size? Sure, make it his baby. And it's like, okay, pretty cool. I don't really particularly have many strong feelings on Paint Junior. I think it's a stupid idea to have, again, any amount of like attention attracted to the Painter boss to any point in this game before this very level. Like, even as much as showing a picture of the Painter before this like level that I'm in is like actively going against the original like setup and punchline for this joke that is this fight. Like, it's a joke fight done really well, and they ruined the joke because fans like it too much. It's like, I hate it. I just hate it. Also, apparently, I never really, I guess, confirmed this factoid, but apparently these shitty drawings are Tom Fulp's original, like, placeholder designs for this game or something. Like, he drew these as like a placeholder for enemies before, you know, they made actual enemy sprites in this game. But I can't actually find a source on that, and it doesn't really look that way. Like, it doesn't... Is Tom Fulp an animator? I thought he was just, like, a husband and also a little, like, businessman, and I guess a developer, like a programmer. I don't know, maybe he did animate these. They look like Fancy Pants Adventures spec. Like, they look, you know, they look believably shitty, but I don't know. I feel like they look too good to be placeholder almost. Like, it feels like you would have to be going out... Okay, that's pretty shitty, but it feels like you would have to be going out of your way pretty intentionally to, like, make that nose... Or, like, to make these shitty. Because, like, you know, sure, that one is just wiggling around, but this thing, like this, okay, this bow is also pretty shitty, but this thing, this green thing, is actually animating. There's frames on its feet, and same for the cat. Maybe some of these were by Tongfo, and then some others were just made for this fight. I don't fully, you know. Also, that's a Strawberry Clock reference. It's the carrot clock. Pretty fucking silly. I never watched Strawberry Clock. In fact, I think I said this once, how Strawberry Clock pisses me off because, like, Newgrounds is so obsessed with quality and, like, oh, your art, like, it needs to be, like, judged fairly. Like, it needs to be given, like, 1 to 3, like, 1 to 5 stars, and it's gotta be serious or else it's deleted from our website. And then Strawberry Clock is, like, on purpose really shitty. It's really dumb. I miss when I had access to this text-to-speech. I once got it. What's it called? I once had a Mac emulator that I could play. It's called text-to-speech, or it's called Boing, and it's in the Mac text-to-speech, like stupid Macintosh text-to-speech. It's pretty fun to play with. I never got a use for it though. Like, I kind of wanted to use it for like my like channel intro or something, like those little text speeches, but I never really got to do it much. No one in the team wanted to replicate Dan's old shitty style. Their reluctance to like be like shitty is like really perplexing with modern like behemoth games. Like, I don't know why they don't just look like this anymore. I really don't. Like, I get it, you know, again, progressing art style and all that, but I feel like if it looks too clean, then it's kind of missing the point. It's a bit, I don't know. I don't like it. Hello, Aiden. I can read. Aiden Austin, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're at the end of it already, so this is actually a pretty fucked up one. Just because like half of this fight is spent with the little thing bouncing around. 10 sets of bouncing on it. Ow. What was I saying? I finished my thing on the bank there, I think. And yeah, I guess that's it. There's the dragon from the lava level, also pretty cool, like callback, and there's his sock. Pretty silly. It's like she. It's like C. I read the word she, and wow, it's like it's a callback, you see, because like it's the things that you. It's scary because it's the things that you know. It's, you know, it's like things from earlier in the game and stuff. The Necromancer Arena is actually a really cool set piece. Too bad that the fight sucks. Like, it's a really cool set piece of like a weird torture room of every other enemy type you've met to this point, and you know, you fight the bad guy that you've been seeing the whole game. It's pretty cool. He's kind of like, you know, the little I don't know, the Darth Maul of this game, kind of. The song is also pretty good. Blackmancer, Necromancer's theme. Fuck you, dude. Oh my god. No. Okay. If there was like more of like a modding thing for this game, people could like make like a playable Cyclops, and that's like his like attack. He like shovel knights around on his coffin. That'd be cool, I think. Yeah. An average review would be neat, but how to calculate into the score would be too hard. Yeah, true. I just gave Invasion like a negative score just so that the reviews that are recently mixed remain that way. Like, you know, if it was a positive remix, then that, like, I feel like if it's a positive review, it needs to be like, you need to be like fully on board with the finger review. I guess it depends on like context. Like, you know, I played that game for apparently 50 hours. I got my like money's worth of it. Pretty sure I paid for it. Like, I got my money's worth on it. I got my money's worth on it, and you know, I did have fun at the time, but I think that overall, as like an actual game, it deserves a negative review because it's stupid. Ow. The prophecy fulfilled. That was out of pocket. Sorry about that. Maybe they can make so you can choose if the average review, ow, will up or low the overall score. Sounds complicated. Sounds like it's gonna scare the stupid... Ow. Sounds like it's gonna scare the stupid consumer. But, yeah. That would be nice to have a modicum of fucking nuance, you know, to Steam review. I mean, who cares? Truly, again, I just made that review because I was bored. Because, as I said before, the opinion of a Steam curator is, like, the one that matters the least in the world to me, I think. Like, there is not a more irrelevant, like, voice in the world than that of, like, a Steam curator or, like, a Steam review. Not a one. Not one. What's he gonna say? I guess it's specifically what really, like, what the opinions that, like, not the opinions, the, like, idea that really pisses me off with, like, little Steam, like, community is, like, for one, Steam Community Awards, I can't think of, like, an award that would matter less. Like, who gives a shit about Steam as, like, a little forum thing? Who gaff? But also, specifically because they have, like, these, like, subsect of, like, people, if you can even call them that. Like, on the Steam front page, you see, like, oh, follow the Steam curators, which is, it's supposed to be, like, a person that strictly reviews games, so that you can, like, I guess, see their opinion and, like, know if you're, like, gonna, like, if you wanna, like, buy a game, or if the game is woke or not, which is, you know, what everyone fucking uses the stupid curator feature for. Is like, oh, is this game woke? And the idea of, like, a fucking chump who, like, quote-unquote, just sitting there, who, like, quote-unquote, just, like, professionally curates, like, Steam games and, like, gives other people the, like, the word on which games are worth playing or not, that is a worthless human being. Like, there is no more worthless, like, position to be in the world than being that, like, Steam curator. I would never listen to any of those people, ever. Rock song incoming, by the way. Holy fuck. The fight sucks, but it's so cold. It's also me. I'm glad they don't even, like, give him a scar or make him, like, purple or something. It's just him. Who gaffs? Who cares about the Necromancer's, like, continuity? It's a very, very penis-y song. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I should add this song to my penis music playlist. Because, it's very just, like, MIDI... I don't know if it's MIDI. It sounds like MIDI. Like, MIDI guitar shredding and, like, that. A lot of that. It's nice. I like it. And, you know, it's charming in a sort of edgy 2000s Newgrounds way. But, it is silly. Oh my god. Alright. Year 2 YouTube channel turns 10 this year. Wow. Ow! That was hunger hurting me. Ow. They're like Reddit mods. Yeah, essentially. Oh shit, it's Stoveface. The Stoveface? Wait a second. Look at the ground. Look at the corpses. There is multiple Stovefaces there. What the fuck? Are those him? Or is that a Snakey? Like here? Oh my god, it's not gonna let me. Like right here. Like right where I'm standing, like right above, like below me. Is that a Stoveface body? Does that mean they were gonna be a regular enemy type originally? Oh wow. How annoying. What a great fight. And without magic too, so really cool. I should buy bombs probably. Like when I, you know, die. In fact, I should probably just like die intentionally throwing. I should also get the hawk. I don't know why the fuck I insisted on the tiger. It sucks. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh no. Thankfully it's the end. Oh. Ow. It's from a 2000s emo rock band. Really? I mean, I would believe that. Like wholesale. Oh, org. Uh-huh. Did someone just steal my food? Or did I actually get it? Ow. At least, you know, the fact they give you food, like, periodically, you know, for enemy deaths. It's pretty good. Oh. I get these... Oh, God. All these final bosses. Even the Painter is a pretty annoying boss, because it's just, like, waiting for him to, like, you know, be vulnerable, essentially. All these, like, final bosses, they're all pretty shitty. But I do like the callbacks. Again, it's very climactic. You finally meet the... Well, you finally fight the Necromancer. You fight the zombified Cyclops, you know, with the little... I didn't even fucking acknowledge it. The little conehead groom in the chat... Oh, God. In the coffin is really cute. Just goes around, makes a little sound. Very, very silly. Quit complaining. It's unbecoming. No. I said I wouldn't be like complaining about the Behemoth as a company, not about the game. Ow. It's really sad that I can't really play this with friends very well, because like my friends live fucking trillions of light years away from me. It's sad because it's a fun game in multiplayer. It's really there's no much reason to play this game like that often. Like this is kind of like a 2 years apart, like play this game one time each like 2 years because it's like short and sweet. It's like that kind of game, and you know, with friends it's better, but can't do that. I mean, you can, but the lag is so abysmal that it's not fun. It's impressive that Alien Hominid Invasion is like the only game me and Puko have been ever able to properly like play with multiplayer. Puko lives deep in the ocean. Getting connected is impossible. But it's not an octopus though. He's an octopus thing. Remember? He lives in space or something, in Planet Puko, where everyone looks just like him. I don't know. The lore is confusing. Oh. You know what I'm impressed about? That there's like, this is completely unrelated to anything, that there's not more like direct SpongeBob ripoffs, like actually about like little underwater things. Because I can only think of that shitty Disney Channel show about the fish in the school, which I get it, very funny. School, fish, yeah, I get it. But like, when shows like rip off like SpongeBob, they're usually shit like that dog shit squirrel cartoon on Cartoon Network, and not just like underwater. I guess, you know, it'll be very on the nose, but people are shameless. People made the fucking fish school cartoon. So, you know, it's like SpongeBob adjacent. I'm impressed that there's not more of that. I don't know why I was thinking of that. Planet Dolan. Do not say that. Oh, it fucking rocks. This reminds me of another song. It might even be another song from this game, actually, which doesn't really count. Wow, an alien hominid that doesn't die in one hit. How fucked. That's the alien from Invasion that has actual health bar. Ow. Oh, org. Wow. Coconut Fred. Yeah, I've heard of that. Pretty bad. That's Disney as well. Disney. Fish School is also Disney. I don't remember the name. In Portuguese, it was just like Teen Fish. It was this teenager fish. But I don't know what the fuck the real one is. Pretty bad. Lua, you sending me that... you sending me those little squirrels reminded me of, like, you know, the style of Invader Zim. And for some reason, this is like... Out of all the fucking things, this is the one that sticks out to me. Is in the stupid Disney XD show, Rennie Cunningham, 9th grade ninja or whatever. I watched that like as a teen kid. I must have been like 11 when it was airing. Like, I liked it. I was at the age to like ninjas and shit. I was successfully like marketed towards, and little did I know back then, like watching that the whole designs in the show were fucking designed by Jonan Vasquez. Like, I had, you know, I would have no idea of knowing. My stupid child mind, even if I had seen Invader Zim yet, I would have definitely not made the connection that they looked kind of the same, because it took me a very long time to actually go like, is that Jonan Vasquez? Like, is it? It is. Like, if you ever wonder that, somehow you know what that show is, and you wonder that it is Jonan Vasquez. It's really just in like kind of design alone, though. He designed the main characters and I guess like the creature designs and the side characters. I don't know how much he was involved, but it's really just him in very, very basic, loose aesthetic. Because in actual vibe and tone, that show is not as good as Invader Zim remotely. It's really generic and boring and lame and not funny. And it doesn't look that great either. It's flash animated, but it is interesting to be like that. It's another, like, specifically it looks, you know, like Invader Zim, because like the rest of Jonan Vasquez art doesn't really look exactly like Zim. It just looks like Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. So it's interesting having something that is like strictly like Zimmy, because clearly, like, you know, the people like making that show, they definitely asked him like, oh, make the Zimmy please, because I guess they want to capitalize on teen boys like Invader Zim. But like that show is actually designed by that. And the one thing that I was getting at with the little squirrels is that I think that the design of the rats in Rennie Cunningham are better than the design of rats in Invader Zim. I think they show rats very little in Zim, but like they're pretty similar except for like the fact that in Zim they have like weird like bug eyes, like fucking Gleep Gorp eyes, and in Rennie Cunningham they have like empty white eyes, and I like that better. Like, I like the white eyes better, and I like the design of the rats. Otherwise, there's like very few designs in that are like really good. Like, you know, the ninja himself, he's okay. It's kind of, you know, what is this, like, where did the thing of ninjas having scarves come from? Like, this visual of a ninja with like a black suit and a red scarf is really common, but I don't know where it comes from. The design is fine. It looks cool, you know, the sort of textbook definition of cool to like a teenage boy. The side characters look pretty grody. Like, humans in that show aren't quite as gross as humans in Invader Zim, but they're close. In overall, I feel like the main reason that it looks off and weird is that it is essentially if Invader Zim had a more clean style, and in a different way than the Florpus movie, I guess, because, you know, Enter the Florpus looks babyish and bad in its own way. Rennie Cunningham is like if Invader Zim had a more fucking similarly futuristic and mildly dystopian, but more bright and not like fucking gloomy, depressing, and like edgy as Invader Zim, which in a way is kind of interesting to like see the kind of shit he like designed for that, if he did, you know, like most of the designs. Even if it's not a good show. I tried showing one episode to Pook when he really hated it. It's really the worst kind of show ever, because it's like an action cartoon that's supposed to be, you know, like quippy and like cool, like Spider-Man. So like it's just very like Marvel writing. It's like the character is just always fucking cracking jokes, and he needs to like learn a little lesson by the end of every episode. It's dog shit. I just, you know, I have mild fondness for it for watching it as an actual toddler. You remember that? It was boring as shit. Yeah, it really was. I barely was able to watch it on TV as well. Like, I saw advertisements for it in like the first 5 or so episodes, and like then for some reason I just couldn't watch the rest of it like when it was airing on Disney XD. I don't remember why. Maybe, I don't know, I didn't have TV or something. There he goes. Bye. He doesn't even explode or anything. It's very anticlimactic. Pretty cool bit. Fucking torture things on the wall. You hate 98% of the slop I show you. That's really mean to say, but it's okay. I forgive you, my friend. But yeah, that show, it's fucking terrible. The main voice actor, you know, the original voice acting is Ben Schwartz, who's the voice actor for a shitty little movie Sonic. He's like a, I don't know, popular thing. If you think Shima What the fuck are you talking about? You want to watch fish hooks, you heard the pretty middling reviews, but you like the collage style. You're such a pure solo, and you like giving dog shit a chance. I don't do such foolish things. What was I gonna say? Ugh. Oh yeah. I was the conversation. Oh my god, the conversation that Greyfruit had recently of like that, like he realizes whenever whenever a Mario movie or like Sonic movie releases, he gets to realize that his entire fucking timeline's worth of like Twitter friends are like 15-year-olds in his words, which that's probably somewhat true. Like 15-year-olds, 30-year-olds who are fucking man children and whatnot. Are the ones that like get hyped for like the Mario movie and Sonic movie because they read it. Thinking about that, I can't believe that I like watched the Sonic movie 3 like on a VC. Like that's kind of like my thing, is that I won't consume dog shit even if it's for the purposes of like hanging out with friends. Like I refuse to watch the Knuckles show because they were watching it on VC and being like, oh, it's so bad. Like that's time of my life that I'm not gonna get back, even if it's spent like fucking drawing penises instead of watching the Sonic movie. That's like time I can't get back. That just like sucks. And the Sonic movie 3 fucking sucks. Like at the time I was like, oh yeah, that was lame, it's pretty fucking stupid. But no, it's actually like tripe. I hate that I watched that. That was just a complete waste of my time. I hate that movie now. Just because I watched it. If I hadn't watched it, I wouldn't care. But because I watched it, I despise that. And I've watched the stupid, like, I guess it's because I barely remember it, but like I watched the third season of Stranger Things that time when I was younger and like bored. And like, I resent that of course as well, but not as much as this. Really stupid. Really sucks. Ow. I remember when Sonic's dad like almost dies in that movie. I could only think like, wow, they really expect like the toddlers at the movie theater to give a shit about this stupid fucking white man. Like they really expect the little babies that want to see Sonic to cry because Sonic's adoptive human father like died. Really? Like I don't think a child would give a shit. It's like Jurassic Park. A child doesn't give a shit about the humans. They want to see the dinosaurs. Like they don't want to fucking look at Chris Pratt 2.0. They want to see Sonic and Knuckles and little thing. Like what are you doing? Stupid. Truly made like Greyfruit brought up a very good point. Is like we now have this like we're in this current cycle where it's like game movies are actually good now. They have good quality, but like they usually are just like slop for like actual small children, which is like not like it's like bad in a different way, like bad in a different way, like at least the old shitty like live action Mario movie is like interesting and like funny in how shit it is. Now you get the Mario movie, which is just made by fucking shitty fucking Illumination, which is just like, out of all the shitty corporate lame boring like cookie cutter like kids movie little companies, they went with the worst one, the most corporate and the most shitty. And I mean, I don't know if the Mario movie would be fucking fantastic if it was like under DreamWorks or anything, but at least it wouldn't be fucking Illumination. Nintendo, that was a really strange move. I don't know why. I wonder how that like original conversation went, like if they were approached by Illumination or if they reached to Illumination or what the fuck happened there. Similarly stupid as like again, like Sonic hiring those two stupid guys for the callers to Lost World. Like I don't know why a Japanese company would fucking deal with like an American company that's known for being like cookie cutter and shitty, or shitty writers of something without any fucking merit, like Happy Tree Friends. I don't know what, like Nintendo, they seem like they make fucking baby slop nowadays, Bonanza and all that, but it feels like they have like a modicum of like quality, like they strive for an amount of quality. And I wouldn't think that they would deem Illumination to be in that standard of quality that they're looking for, you know? I would feel like they would at least know that they're shit. I don't know. I guess like a Disney, they would never fucking. Maybe they would do a Disney Mario movie. That wouldn't be better. Modern Disney is also terrible. Everything that like kind of isn't DreamWorks, and even DreamWorks makes terrible slop too. It's kind of just terrible nowadays with like little like 3D like kids movie. Like there's not a single one that I hear anything good about. Like the latest DreamWorks movie, or no, it's Pixar movie, right? It's called like Ellie or whatever. It's a little eyeless boy. I didn't hear a singular good thing about that. Everyone was like, this sucks, get rid of it. And it's like, yeah, I wonder. Actually, I remember now, recently, like a couple days ago, I saw people like having fucking nostalgia for The Good Dinosaur. Like someone posted a clip of The Good Dinosaur, like the part where the dad gets like fucking taken away by like a mudslide of shit. And people are like, wow, people really haven't watched this movie. They're wondering why the dinosaur is covered in shit. And then like in the little, you know, in the little fucking reply to it, they're like, I'm not dissing this movie. I like it because, you know, they're 2 years old. Like I think they were, you know, like 15, like as they expected, like they expected, what is it, accomplices. And like people on the fucking comments of that were like, I don't know why people hated that movie. I really liked it. Specifically the comment that really fucking made me like giggle and also groan was one saying like, I don't know why people hate that movie. It was really good. I watched it as a kid. And it's like, oh yeah, kids, the fucking very known fact, like the very known for like good taste and quality of like a 5-year-old. Yeah, like being a kid and liking something is definitely very good evidence that like a product is like good, very nice. And The Good Dinosaur isn't good. I watched that as a little fucking baby and I didn't like it. My cousin like gave us a little pen drive with with various movies, and one of the movies was Good Dinosaur. It's so fucking boring. The designs are awful. It's a boring fucking lame cookie cutter little like coming of age story about little thing becoming brave in a like evil world. The little like designs of the dinosaurs and the little humans suck. They all have the gross like Pixar puppy ass. It's dog shit. But people, you know, that were like 3 years old when it came out and watched it and, you know, had a fucking giggly time and, you know, clap at the movie. Now that they're, you know, like as opposed to 2, now they're like you know, like 6, they can be like, oh, this movie rocked. This goes back, I beat the game by the way, this goes back to that like conversation I had a long ass time ago about how, you know, long ass time ago, a year ago, the Wii nostalgia, like when the Wii was, you know, new. Like, people played it, but people are like, oh, the consoles that rock are the older ones, you know, like, nostalgia, it's always fucking nostalgia. But now that, like, the kids that grew up with the Wii and were always being told, your Wii is, like, gay, this shit's stupid, it's, like, motion gimmick. Now that, you know, these kids that grew up on the Wii and are nostalgic for it and like it, they're, like, you know, 20-something now, so they can actually go into the internet, where previously the now 30-year-olds were, you know, in this space, like, saying like, oh, the Wii sucks, the GameCube was better. Now these kids have replaced the 30-year-olds and they're like, the Wii rocks! It's like, I played it as a baby. It's like, it's the cycle of, you know, something is out, people hate it because it's like different, and then like the people that grew up with it and didn't have a say in it, in the, you know, overall zeitgeist, because they were a 2-year-old and they couldn't even speak, they now have a voice on the internet and they can be like, oh, like, this game rocked, actually, you know, you see a lot of that nowadays, like, actually fucking, what is it, shit Wii game? Chibi Robo Ziplash rocked, actually. That's for the 3DS, but you get my point. It's like similar fucking, mommy? It's like similar level of, like, shitty, like, as Grapefruit says, Goomba profile picture, like, man-child fucking little things. It's simply gross. Then actually, like, with that new Tomodachi Life game coming out, it actually reminded me that I don't like the way that the Miis look. Like, I don't like the Miis as like a little virtual avatar. They look gross and boring, and I don't like them. It also, Mega 64? Who the fuck is that? That sounds familiar. It might just be due to the fact that the Miis are sort of the flag bearers of the Wii era aesthetic for Nintendo, which to me is like really fucking boring. That really like clean little white, like pristine future look of the Wii and the Wii U, I don't really like that. And the Miis were born right alongside that. I also just kind of hate the Wii, because that was, you know, the console that like really made Nintendo like stupid. Like that was the console that cemented Nintendo as like not just making consoles that like work and have games. They need to make a little fucking console with like a stupid like peripheral gimmick, like motion controls or touchscreen or both, you know, for the Switch. Like back from like the GameCube, the SNES and all that shit, those were just consoles with like regular video games in them. And you know, that's what like the Xbox, the PS3, all those have always been. But then Nintendo, like from the Wii forward, they were like, oh, it's gotta be like made for actual fucking toddlers and grandmas to be able to play. You gotta waggle the controller around and like fucking swing, play golf, sports. And I really hate that because I actually like video games and not toys for children. People on Instagram are posting about space monkeys. That's happening on Twitter too, I saw that. People are like trying to do the fucking revisionist history thing of like, you know what, this show rocked. Like they're trying to do the wacky jokes for kids, Horrid Henry. What was the other one? The other shitty fucking kids media thing that people are really trying to push as being good. I guess Breadwinners. People are like, you know what, Breadwinners rock. People are just like too cynical back then. That's just like that's just a thing that happens now that, again, previously 5-year-olds are now 20-year-olds on social media. Anyway, this is a moment, a beautiful moment in this game. I love like the little friends being here. The Groom is there. The Cyclops ain't. There's the green. I guess, yeah, orange, red, and green. That's not a princess. That's just a what a particularly gross little way that they draw like women in this game, like little female characters. It's so nasty. Like they got big fucking eyes and man. But yeah, it's a very cute scene. There's the I don't know why that Scarab is like part of the team, but he's there. The troll is there. The thief. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I was forgetting about the red one. I was forget about her. I was not counting one right, I guess. Pretty cool. Little femoids. Yeah, that's their species. It's in the wiki. Little femoids. Alright. No, you know, fight because I'm not multiplayer. Wow. So stupid. Photosensitivity warning? Maybe? I don't know. You must grow up. What, you like the Wii? Right, you like the Wii. Because you grew up with it. Grow up. I played the Wii one time and it was the little balance board when I was a baby and I didn't even know what I was doing, I think. It wasn't even real. I really hate the Wii era both aesthetically and in just like game parts from the era being ruined in other like consoles. Like, you know, No More Heroes was a Wii game, the Stink part is scuffed as fuck. The Blob was a Wii game, scuffed part. Epic Mickey has a scuffed part, even though I don't like that game, it's stupid. Just because of the stupid motion gimmick, parts of games that were originally on the Wii or on the Wii U, this goes for the Wii U as well, and like every other fucking gimmicky shit Nintendo console. When the game's made for them, you don't need to have stupid, like, waggle your arms around wildly. Like, when you need to be doing that shit in those, you know, exclusive games, when they're eventually no longer exclusive and are, you know, like, put on PC and other things, the game is gonna be fucked. Like how Rayman Legends is, like, really... Like, half of the fucking content in that game is really boring because it was originally stupid touchscreen, like, content for, you know, the little Wii U's touchscreen gimmick, like the stupid Murphy levels. So, like, in an already, like, stupid game, it was made even stupider by the dumb, like, console gimmick that it was originally tied to because it was an exclusive. And, you know, I guess I could resent the developers, but I prefer to resent just Nintendo as a whole. I think that's good. You like maybe 3 games? Well, grow up then. I just wanted to hear the song. I like it. Does this song ever play in the regular gameplay? Because it's really good. That's the last third out of you. That's really cool. These are the cats I was talking about. I guess they're not like the puppet or like the big dragon hand. They're just like a hazard. Ow. Yeah. Fucking rocket monkeys. So dumb. It really is. It's a vicious, like, endless cycle. Like the cycle of, like, you know, not just nostalgia, but also like social media revisionist history that this thing that they like is good. It'll never end. It'll never end. Some rocks. I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted, but I don't care. I don't care. Nobody watching this. What the hell? Also, I always thought as a kid, I really thought that these barbarians were goblins. Like, they're humans with masks, but I really thought that that was just their face, and they just have 6 eyes and are scary and weird. Kind of like the design. I kind of like that design better, of the face just being goblin-like, and you know, they have 6 eyes. I also like that there's like Steam inventory, like, descriptions for every head in BattleBlock Theater, and the barbarian head that you get, I don't know, I think you like gotta do the weekly challenges in that game to get that special head. That barbarian head, look at him, so stupid. That barbarian head, it says like, oh, this is the like long, like, you know, years like successor, like, you know, he uses the mask of his like ancestors, but he just plays around in the mud instead of actually being a barbarian. And you know, it's kind of cute because it's a little callback to this game's barbarians. Impressed, like, these things are so, like, what are these? It feels like, you know, like this thing here is a reference to, you know, BattleBlock Theater. It was added in the Steam part. Then this thing, I think it's also in something else. But then these, what the fuck are these? I never really knew what they were. Kind of strange. They removed the Hetty shrine from here, right? Yeah. It's just, I have a deep soul. I don't know. I guess this was just like empty space. Because originally this was on Xbox, I think. This area was a shrine to it was a shrine to Hetty, where you like do something and then you would unlock Hetty, and like you know, could play as him. But because on Steam, the thing is that like you if you own BattleBlock Theater, you have Hetty in this game just inherently. Because of that, they, I guess, removed the shrine because it makes no sense, and instead replaced it with the bats. It's kind of stupid. That's so gross. Ew, look at the little U2s. Let's fucking do the slop for a second, okay? Like a mere moment. A micro fucking, like, micro penis of a second, okay? Ew, I forget. One of the little custom fucking faces they have for this is like, where is it? Can I see it? Manager? Is it the manager? Can you even see this? Okay, you can in game. Jesus, I forgot. What the fuck is this? Mic test? What the fuck? Yeah, this is the fucking slop that I got for the Dilbert stream. It's all here. There's Horatio, the little Patapon. Where can I see the template ones? Like, one of the template heads that the Behemoth themselves made, I guess it's on Workshop. One of those heads is like that little bow thing from the Painter fight, except it's like in a, yeah, that little bow, but it's in a really, you know, babyfied style like everything else, so it's really, really gross. Like, oh, ew! Like, it's like a peek into that, you know, shitty style of the Painter fight, except it's been like thoroughly fucking babyfied beyond recognition, and it's really bleak. I think these are also, okay, I think these are also, I mean, of course they're redrawn, but they are by the same artist as the original portraits, which is interesting because these look like they're from a mobile game. Oh wait, let me disable all these. I don't actually want the modded characters. We've seen them before. Those look like mobile game art. I don't know how to describe it. It just looks that way. Really odd. I mean, the original ones are, you know, just really badass and cold. But I don't know. Old bad, old good, new bad. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can go into the like Painter boss and show off the shitty fucking way he looks. I could do that. Ew. Where is it? Where is oh my god, that's so real. This looks like art for like Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. I don't know, it's weird. Little. What the fuck? Is that Stoveface? What? Since when does he have a gay little scarf thing? Oh my god. What am I looking? Okay, just my save file within the Nightmare. What is his name? Man, Necromancer. That. Missingo. Oh, what the fuck am I looking at? Oh, this is new. Oh, I never seen this before. Oh, that's disgusting. What are these? It's cum. It's full of cum. Why is this area so cummy white? Whoa, I did not know they redrew this map. Why'd they do that? That looks weird. Ew, that looks like just plain water. Not lava no more, it's water. Ew. Oh wow, you can actually kind of tell that it's a Cyclops castle because it looks like nothing in the original. Oh. Does it show anything in the where am I? Did they show anything in the mill? No, it's just the mill and the little trolls on the side. It's also animations. So very fucking strange. That looks the same. It's smudgy though. It's like covered in like poop and cum everywhere. It's crazy. All right, can I just go in? All right, check this shit out. Oh my! Oh god! Oh god! It looks like a fucking. Like I get they're like bobbleheads like by default, but shit! Oh ew! It's my evil twin. Did they re-sprite the wings? I don't think they did. That looks really. The body is so small and the head so fucking gigantic. Christ almighty. Huh? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I literally just did this and I had already forgot about it. Forgot. Yay, let's freaking go. I kind of wanted to see what Hattie looked like in this little remake thing, but I guess just look at a YouTube video. I probably already did the same, but I already forget what they look like. Forgot. Force reaction fetish. You can really tell when my reaction to something is forced. When my reaction to something is forced. Oh god, they look like bugs. I mean, they already look like bugs, but they look more like bugs. Do you understand? Do you catch my meaning? Do you catch my drift? I have to catch my breath every time I come here. Okay, so good so far. I mean, so gross so far. Does the fucking... I guess let's look at the weapon, because I never actually seen the resprited weapons. I think the animal orbs have not been resprited at all, right? Have they changed the animal orbs at all? I guess I could see when I go to the armory. Daddy boy talking about fetish and stroking it and things of the nature. Typical. Yeah, honestly, this is like in Mike's chat when like people are given too much like free reign and they're just gross and nasty. Yeah, we gotta ban him. How do you juggle? It's like, oh, never mind. Don't need it. Don't need to anymore. Good. All right. Look at this work of fucking passion. Okay, all looks the same. Oh my god. Look at what the fuck? Is that a reference to the... No, that's not a... Is that a reference to the old Alien painter design? Ew, the paintings are different. Why? There's one dead princess, one cummy rock of some sort, one, you know, him. The painting looks different. Oh my god. That's worse than I remember. Oh yeah, and then do this for no reason at all. This is just to like, I guess you unlock Paint Junior when this happens, right? And it's supposed to be like, oh, funny, alien reference, baby. So fucking epic. Then he goes away. And yeah, hello, sir. Look at that. What the fuck? That's like, that's not real animation. That's not fucking real. Like the motions, the motions on his original, like on his original, ew, a little daycare. The original like poses, you know, on the painting, like, you know, it was exaggerated, but it conveyed the painting like better than this. Like, what the fuck is that? It goes like, and then he just, oh my god, that's awful fucking Is that a meme? Is that an internet meme of some sort? Because, you know, they're behemoth and they're hip of the memes. That's disgusting. It doesn't... It looks like it's not following any fucking principles of animation. It just looks awful. I wonder if it really was, like, laziness that they didn't want to be, like, reanimating the whole full, like, pose shebang that the original painter does. Like, wow, what fucking dog shit. Like, look, the gross, like, smooth, like, movement on him is, like, terrible. And, like, he's, like, fat. I mean, he was already fat, but, you know, he was simple before. He's got gross little nub legs. They're no longer, like, the cool little, like, Dan Paladin, like, shrimpo legs that are really cool in the original. I love that the way that the original painter, like, animates is that, like, his torso doesn't animate at all. It just moves around, while his legs are the part that actually animates. Look how he sits a second, like, by the painting before, like, thinking about actually painting? What the fuck? That's so bizarre. Also, good job on, like immediately, like, giving it away that there's, like, food inside of his mouth, that, you know, he's a lunchbox. Very cool. So that, like, you know, when he, like, spits fruit, like, later at the end of the fight, it makes sense. No, you're not thinking about the fact that his head is a fucking lunchbox up until the moment that he says, maybe it was something I ate, and then he barfs up food. Like, that's... What is with this, like, fucking stupid DLC and, like, blowing their load early on, like, ruining a little joke? Like, again, it's not like the joke is fresh anymore because it's no longer, like, you know, 2010, but, like, it's not in the spirit of the original fucking thing. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Also, I love the song. That's why I'm also still fighting this. I like it. Also, I'm kind of, like, mildly curious to see if there's another rancid fucking painting I don't know about yet. This is not how I was doing it earlier, was it? These have bad hitboxes. And my little magic is, you know, it sucks. What a just, like, abysmal thing. Like, terrible. I would have never, oh my god, I would have never, like, thought about spending money on this fucking tripe. Again, if Puku hadn't gifted it to me, which I even told him, don't gift this to me, I won't play it, I won't stream it. It was only because of the Dilbert stream that I even did it. And yeah, no wonder it's nasty. It's fucking abysmal. I didn't even see that one. Okay, that's the same. I feel like you never see that one in the first phase, only when he's running away for help. He got boba legs before they were Kiki. That's such a good way to put it. Even though I do hate you for forcing this Kiki and boba bit. I will say that. My final verdict? Fuck, I hate it! Fuck, I hate it! It's also, it's so, like, it was so inevitable, but also, like, you could see it from a mile away, but it's also so sad that, I guess they finally reached, like, financial, like, desperation enough that they're like, you know what? Let's just fucking milk Castle Crashers again. Because, you know, this is clearly their most popular game ever. No, that's the only new one, and it sucks. Clearly this is their most popular game ever, and, you know, technically this is not a sequel. Technically this is not a sequel to the game. So, like, it's not fully, like, it's not full desperation yet. I'm telling you, they'll make a Castle Crashers 2 when they're really fucking on the verge of, like, bankruptcy. But they're, like, desperate enough that they're, like, trying to tug at the, like, nostalgia strings of the people that, you know, played this originally with, like, a little stupid workshop, like, DLC like this and, like, mild visual overhaul. Just so fucking stupid. Everyone wants you dead. Get in line. Is this over? Okay, it's over. So he looks like a beta now. He looks like a cock. Really terrible. Really shit. No good. Once again, game very, like, there's two cats now. Game very near and dear to my heart. And I really, really hate this a lot. Look at his arm. Look at his, like, this just, like, look at the way he be jiggling just for a bit. This is what I'm talking about, like, with the fucking new, like, you know, Dan Paladin style, if he even fucking made that. It's like, the tweening is very obvious now because, you know, you know, this game, Castle Crash is very twin heavy, but you don't really think about it because it looks so dinky and, you know, flash game-y. While the newer ones, like this spy, like look at the fucking button details and like the shading and shit, but it still looks like shit because it's fucking twined. So like there's no point in trying to make it look good. It won't look good. Try to make it look simple. Oh my god, those fruit didn't animate like that before. Ew. Little. Not even real. I guess that's when you unlock him? Very fucking strange. Very forced bit. Forced character. I never asked for it. Why did that disappear? Is that a new animation to the chest in this fucking mode? Very strange. Very, 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 very bad. This game rocks. This DLC, slop. Do not... We will not be buying. We did not buy already. So that was Castle Crashers. Ow, I sort of tried to like compact, like it's like a long form review of this game. My sort of whoa, look at the thing in the corner. Like most of my thoughts on this game in a, you know, 4-hour-ish fashion. I just figured like I would tackle like actually like mentioning the stupid like Painter DLC and why I hate it so much. It's just over detailed and gross, like Alien Hominid Invasion and all these modern Behemoth games. It just looks disgusting. I don't know if there'll ever be like another big like art style shift in this like with this company, because I feel like from Battle Block to Pit People there was a bit of a jump, but from Pit People to Invasion it was like a big jump. Also, her mirror isn't... What the fuck is this? Her mirror is supposed to be broken. She can't look at herself in the mirror. She'll turn to fucking stone. What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing to the game? Oh no, my childhood. Okay, I'm tired of modding now. So yeah, just new style, a way too fucking over detailed. This goes for every like recent Behemoth game, Invasion, Flappy Bird, and like this DLC. Not great. I don't know if there will ever be another big shift in the art style, but I really hope for that, because this is sort of stagnant and it already doesn't look good to begin with. This newer style, look at the gore up there, that's pretty cool. No blood though, I wonder why. It's almost like they're fucking appealing for babies. I wonder. Anyway, that was Castle Crashers. Very, very important game to my formative years. And I was really worse off for it. I was really worse off for playing it so much as a kid. How could I know that things would turn out this way? But yeah, that was the string. Thank you for whatever fucking, like, what's it called? Like archiver, like fucking, like archaeologist that like uncovers the stream and like sits through it for like research purposes, because certainly probably not very entertaining. I mean, maybe it's entertaining to someone. What the fuck is that little felt like blush bean? Gross. Too much merch. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for showing up. Thank you for like standing by this stupid like emotional rant, like 3 hours of ranting, and see you another time.